The day of the hairy freak or the fat slob is practically gone.
Let the party begin. I've got snacks.
Can't I hear myself? There we go. I was saying something. Wait, hey, look at us. We did it again. Another 7 days around the sun. This is WCW Deep Cuts Live. ASMR. I'm Tom down there. And tonight I'll be reenacting the sounds Joey Maggs rubbing Arn Anderson. Okay, now that we're done. And this is WCW Deep Cuts Live. My name's Tom down there. We're doing that again. We're doing it. For the 182nd week in a row, my name is down there. Right there. Right there. Right. There's my finger. Look at me rubbing myself. For all of you. Rub. Anyway. I am your ASMR soft boyfriend for the evening. Hello to everybody in the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club, a.k.a. the Chat Stagwire. Thank you for upping that sub on Prime, baby. 5 months. Also, Clindy. Thank you so much for subbing as well. Clindy, whose name kind of sounds like a cartoon character made out of the most fun part of a vagina. We're getting very horny already. Getting very horny on here. Very, very horny. Now, you know what will make everybody else in your life horny? Is if you get a new shirt. Check out my shirt store, not that Tom Great, at threadless.com. Buy the shirts. Let everybody know that you are a member of the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club, aka the chat, or that you know how to start the party. Let the party begin. Much like the professor. As well, you can get my newest shirt I put up yesterday. It is doing awful. The video's doing great. It is doing terrible. The new FUMB shirt. I haven't gotten an alert that I've sold one yet. So if you've actually bought one, I have not been told that you bought one. But anyway, I love making it, and I love making the video that it goes along with. If you don't know what the fuck that shirt means, go check out my new long-form video on YouTube, The End of Hulkamania. It's getting some reviews. It's getting some reviews. A lot of people like it. One guy really fucking hated it. So shout out to that guy. Shout out to Joe, the guy who hated the video. But it's doing really well. Check that out when you're done watching this tonight if you're not done so already. The chat liked it. I liked it. Now, if you have not had enough Tom this week, bonus stream on Thursday, 7:30-ish. Thursday is part of my birthday week. I am going live Thursday at 7:30-ish. I'm going to play 5-Star Booker. Finally, Andy, I've been promising you for a while to play 5-Star Booker live on stream. I will be doing so Thursday at 7:30-ish. As a pregame to the Pro Wrestling Potluck with my kayfabe cousin Scotland Green. So essentially, if you tune in on Twitch, just stay watching. And at the end of the stream, I will do the work to move you over to the potluck. So Thursday at 7:30, watch me try to save WCW. And I mean that in the most sarcastic way possible. Now, YouTube folks, I should have put this before the YouTube show. Thank you to everybody who is a member of mine on YouTube. Look at you all. I went too far away from all these folks, but thank you to everybody that gives me your eyeballs and your dollars on YouTube. I believe we're doing Not Quite Wrestling, the monthly members only stream next Sunday. That's my plan right now. I've got a real good one planned. I cannot wait to show you guys here in a number of days what it is. There's the newest folks right there. Now, I've got some Burt Prentice news coming up at the end of the stream. Burt Prentice news coming up. Now, if you want to keep the chat going all week long, this mic is cutting out on me a whole lot. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. Microphone. Join the Discord. tinyurl.com/Discord for Tom Green. Get in there. Chat it up. Chop it up. I posted some exclusive Annibal.tv news. I don't know why I said it like Jamaican. I go too French normally with Annibal.tv. Posted some exclusive Annibal.tv news in there today. Go check it out. Jonathan Mayer! Glad to have you back, my friend. Welcome back from Wisconsin. Thank you so much for upping that sub. But yeah, go join the Discord if you've not done so already. Also, John Presley, thumbs down to your mom. I saw that in the chat just now. Anyway, it's been 6 minutes with no wrestling. We gotta get moving, folks. We got too much show. Let's go back to August 4th, 1990. We're gonna watch two shows that aired on the same day. I will warn you now, the first show we were watching is incomplete. It cuts off during a match, so I have to be careful of that. So, there'll be a match at some point, we'll get really into it, and then it'll just stop. So, anyway, let's go to NWA Worldwide, August 4th, 1990. Let's go! Lucha Gato, I'm so sorry. Also, this is going to start in a second. I forgot to cut this part out. Crab Kaiju, glad to have you here live. I forgot to mention before, I need to turn this off. Since it is my birthday week, I do not feel guilty about plugging the ways you can support me, the channel, etc. Subs are great. Subs are awesome. But also you can go to notthattomgreen.com. I have my PayPal and my Venmo up. So if you would like to support me or the channel, or just be like, hey Tom, your birthday's coming up, and that's great. Throw me a few bucks there. Yeah, Dutch Mantel. Dutch Mantel's doing his thing.
It is set for one fall.
Anyway.
Introducing first, making their way toward the ring.
Making their way toward the ring. We can't tell because the light in the rampway is too bright.
The Z-Man.
Oh, it's Z-Man and Flying Brian.
His tag team partner from Cincinnati.
Yes, R.I.P. Dory Funk Jr.
26 pounds.
Great, one of the greatest world champions of all time. Great trainer. Everybody says he was a gentleman, so I will not make fun. R.I.P. Prison Bob Ross. Oh shit, here we go. Fred Avery. For some reason, Terry Funk hated Fred Avery. Yes, this aired on Sky. WWE aired this on Sky in like 2002. That's why it has the Sky Sports logo in the top right-hand corner, because they had to. They were airing old WWF Superstars episodes, and they hadn't yet blurred out the WWF initials. So this was just an easy way of keeping content going.
The fans want it, and more than anything else, we want it. We want it as a team. We're going after the gusto. We're going to deliver.
Going after the gusto. I've never heard that before. Normally you go at it with gusto. He's going after gusto. He's going after the will to do something with desire. Hey, Corey.
And it's going to be real interesting to me to see if they can put it back together again.
That bump ruled. Shout out to Fred Avery for that sweet bump.
They know each other. Let's just see if they can put it back together like it once was. They always say it's never.
Yeah, maybe he meant like putting some spices and herbs on his spaghetti. I forget if it was Brian, but he kind of is. Joe Kazana, manager of the, I believe they're still the NWA World Tag Champs, his sons. Oh, I kind of wimped out on the bump. Not that I would have. Fred Gusto Avery going after the gusto. Oh.
Now that's a move I would not like put on me. That move right there will send you to.
Yeah, Tom Zink was a bright color boy. What, he was breastfeeding his partner.
Big boot right in his face. Now, see, I don't
Why haven't we ever seen Matt in wrestling have two partners, one of whom is chesty, and just like whips out his boob and like nourishes his partner to health? Thank you, Corey. What happened to Jim Neidhart? Nothing. That's Fred Avery, his public domain stand-in. Cecil Nick's in the house. Check out Cecil on Twitch. He's been doing a lot of 5-star Booker streams himself. A lot of Stardew Valley as well. And he is one of the most popular members of the Mystery Wrestling roster. Oh, is that an American Balloon? I don't think American Balloon ever breastfed anyone. No, Marina knocks you out with, I don't think she feeds, she literally feeds you. I'm saying Fred Avery should have put his nipple in Joe Kazana's mouth. They should have latched on.
Okay, there you see Flying
Bob? Who's Flying Bob? They left that tape in. This was probably taped weeks before it aired. And they left in Dutch calling him Flying Bob. I love Brian. It's not worth it. Flying Bob Cook.
What's been going on since Sting won the World Heavyweight title at the Great American Bash? The Horsemen have said it before.
5-star Booker's kind of like EWR, but it's not like a continuous thing. I mean, they do have a GM mode now, yeah. But it's all based off of cage match data, which is really cool. Yeah, it's Dutch and Tony Schiavone.
Problem with me or the Horsemen, instead of talking about it, walk the aisle, big boy.
I always knew Stu was a big Zeman fan.
Every time something doesn't go right around here, Tony Schiavone.
Always funny to see Ric Flair cut a promo on a t-shirt.
You know why that is? Because we spell one word.
Blake is here. My 50-foot friend is in the chat. Ric Flair's taped up his finger so he can cut himself in the middle of the promo.
Maybe it wasn't. But the bottom line is, Sting, you're on top of the game right now. And the same thing.
I thought you said that nair on Flair.
All right, more action right after this.
No, Ric Flair hates when women nair themselves. It's worldwide wrestling, but rarely do you get like a Bosnian wrestler. Yeah, 5-star wrestling, it's basic, but it's very addictive.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's
the following contest
kind of
is
like
for one
crap.
fall. Introducing first,
There we go, baby. There's my
the
guy.
Horseman
Sid Vicious. He's got to scratch his nose, just like me. I scratch my nose a lot.
Sid Vicious.
Oh my goodness.
Zandig's car. I loved those videos.
223 pounds, Scotty Williams.
Oh no, Scotty Williams, who might literally be a child. I actually was going to hit up Andy about adding Global because of some news I have later on, Brian. So
that's exactly what I would do right now. Scotty Williams is in a very dangerous position. Now, some people ask me, they say, why does some
he just picked that dude's nose.
Well, that's how stars are born.
You just went like that. Yeah, I saw y'all. I was hanging out for Cecil's stream the other day. Cecil booked some crazy trios matches. I think when I stream on Thursday, I'm gonna try to do a GM mode with like some era of WCW.
What happened to Lex Luger? Well,
I don't know. Did he die?
I don't know. But Steve,
Lex Luger's right there. He's standing right there. Naked Sid, him and Horace, slapping meat.
What is this?
Great. I love them shooting right into the light. You can't see a thing. Flex those titties, Lex. Flex those titties. No, Sid never started the match with the power bump because he had to do all of his other cool shit. There we go.
attitude towards the horseman.
Nope, it's the whirly
I tell you
bird.
what, I think the silent kind may be the most deadly.
What's those are Beagle Boy jeans. Whirly bird. Oh, one of the all-time great wrestling moves.
It was the four horsemen that attacked Luger. Somebody did
Yeah,
it,
Lex
but
so
now
far is the
he's out
comfiest.
there. There's only air between him, and what's he doing?
He just walked
He's
up,
a
he walked
chicken.
down calmly,
Well, why did he
Or a
even come out
dickhead,
there?
whatever he
He's
said.
talking, the four horsemen got him. Why don't he get
This
in the
dude
ring
got
and do
off
something
easy. He just
about
got his nose picked.
There's nothing about air between him and Sid Vicious.
I'll tell you why he doesn't do anything about it right after we hear this from Gary Capetta.
I love the guy that waited until 3 and then got up. He like had to take a poop, but he wanted to wait to see what Sid
He's not going
did.
to do anything about it. There's going to be a time and a place. Lex Luger may
And
be
then
his
Mike
most dangerous
Blackwell.
right now. Let's go to WCW this week.
Wow, Optimum Vision. Happy anniversary of becoming a wrestling
welcome
fan.
to WCW this week, and let's bring in members of the Horsemen, of course. Tonight's your boy Ric Flair and Arn
Ric Flair
Anderson,
monopolizing
of
the
course, we
promos.
have
Oh no,
seen
Arn's wearing the swastika
this week.
shirt.
What happened to the package
No.
Lex Luger? And of course, that was all prefaced by a warning.
Ric Flair
from the
put on an
Hulk. And I
entire
would assume
fucking
that
suit
it's
during
not
that
going to
match.
stop here.
Ric Flair picks his nose. Yep,
Told
yep, right
you
there. Look at that.
Our
Right up the
centerpiece, our
nose.
bragging rights, our life centered around that world.
How did nobody, nobody was like, hey man, maybe we shouldn't have people wearing that shirt.
You're either a champion or you're not. Now there's a lot of truth.
Yeah, they're
going
both
around.
wearing the
There's your
hangover
truth, there's Luger's
glasses.
truth. There's our truth. And there's the real truth. You see, I don't know if it's voodoo. I don't know, Lex, if it's just karma
Voodoo?
or bad luck. But you see, one thing happens in this life. You want to dance, you got to pay the fiddler. You want to be the United States
Yeah,
champion,
man, Yankee
you're gonna
Hawk,
have
go
guys
ahead.
coming out of walls.
That's
Gonna
all
have
they
them crawling
had
out from
in that
under
era.
bushes. Sting, you're the world champion. Everybody, including myself,
I'm gonna make
aspires
myself a
to be
little
the
bigger here
world
because I have a
champion.
big ego.
So if bad things
There
are
we
happening
go.
to you, Big Lex, don't
Yeah,
start
it's
crying. Don't
it's an
get
accidental
paranoid, don't look
swastika,
to her,
Fred
don't look
McGrath.
to
They
Turner,
didn't mean
don't
for
look
it
your
to
mama
be
for
a
help.
swastika,
Look
but it is.
inside yourself. Be man enough to stand up and understand bad things happen. You're either a big man in this
I think
world or you're
Rick
not. You
is
decide about
still
yourself. You wanna get
feeling the
in bed with
effects
the
of last
Horsemen. You've
night.
always said it. You want to be part of our
His
resume.
mouth is-
You're going to get hurt.
The whole time.
1983, I got off a jet in Tokyo. I rode 20 miles to downtown Tokyo, and I wrestled an hour in front of
Every
20,000
life story Ric Flair has, he wrestled an
the world
hour.
champion. You don't cry.
Hey, Bob E.
You stand up every day. So Luger, when you and Sting insinuate that the horse
Bob E, thank you for the follow. I got the email. I didn't get the alert
by
for some reason.
backhanded deed, you make me sick to my stomach, pal. I'm custom made from head to toe, pal. I'm in the big house because I always
I'm in the
walk
big house.
with my head high.
It's an old horseman religious
Now I'm a
symbol.
horseman, and the horsemen rule this sport.
Shivani looks like he's
Don't
realized
like it.
that
Luger,
it's
Sting, or you, Shivani,
that it's a
learn to
swastika,
love it. It's what's
and
happening.
he's feeling real weird about it.
Right after this.
Oh shit, we got the goddamn Candyman. I saw that Rick today posted a picture with like 10 college women at a bar, and Charlotte responded, "Please don't."
Wrestling Wrap-Up magazine available at arenas everywhere. Last week on the Wrap-Up, we showed you what happened to the total package. Lex
I
Luger
love that
at
we
the
have
hands of the
proof
Four
that that
Horsemen.
picture
At that
really
time, we were
happened,
really unclear as to what
but
happened
it
to Lex Luger,
totally
as to
looks
who was the
fake.
culprit.
It looks
But
like
it's
they
very, very
photoshopped
clear right
Ted
now.
Turner
The
in.
Horsemen at work. The Horsemen jumped the
It
total
has been
package.
said,
Lex
but
Luger
yes, R.I.P.
prior to
Dory
his
Funk Jr.
arrival at the building that night. Let's go back in time and take a look once again at what happened to the total package. Lex
What's
Luger
the
at
best
the hands of the
horseman
Four
shirt? I
Horsemen.
don't. Did they have
You know,
a good
Freeland,
shirt?
I couldn't make no sense out of him, but they got Luger. They got him.
Who got Luger? Why?
Hey, Tommy Rich, the camera is right behind you.
Lex, he's beat up, brother.
Where is he?
I don't know where he's at now. He took off. I don't know.
Is Tommy drunk? Is Tommy standing?
right now?
Is Tommy breathing?
Okay, who
Yes.
did it? What are you talking about?
I don't know who did it. He didn't. I mean, he
You have to
just
talk into the microphone,
I have no
stand
idea
off to the
where
side, and look into the camera, Tommy.
When that flame around here, when that daggum long nose Ric Flair in the building nowhere, he's somewhere else.
Daggum long nose. Tommy has a little boy
I don't
moment.
know who did it, but if it was one of the horsemen,
Look at Lex Luger. He has been fucking.
Luger's in the ring. They said that
The way his pants are ripped, it looks like he's wearing the Jinkos that he started wearing in the Wolfpack.
Luger has obviously been in
Dun,
some sort
dun,
of
dun, dun,
altercation.
dun, dun.
Well, as a result of what happened to the total package,
Why would he still
we
be
have
wearing that shirt?
these
I don't-
comments from the
Dude, I don't
World
know.
Heavyweight Champion Sting. He is not intimidated at all by the Horsemen and their actions. Let's hear right now from the Heavyweight Champion of the world.
Paul Orndorff, JYD, the Stinger, nobody can get
Hey, could we
through
give
with the
Sting an
total
actual
package.
mic?
He's in the gym every day. I'm watching him work out. He's like this.
And not just
Red
rely on the
blood cells
camera.
moving. I'm trying to talk to him. He won't say a word. He gets jumped by somebody. He won't tell me who. Everybody
They
knows
are
it's the Horseman.
shooting
Tried
in
to
the
put me
biggest
out, tried to
room
put
they could
Luger out.
possibly
I'm still
find.
here. I bet you're sorry for that. One thing you're going to be sorry
Luger just turned
for
back from
is
the
what you
Hulk.
did to the total package. And if you don't think he's
I like
gonna
the
get
color
even,
scheme,
you got
though.
another thing coming.
Is Stinger naked? They're all naked. It's
This
wrestling.
week marks the return of Stan the Lariat Hansen back to the wars of the NWA
Hey,
after
wait.
his suspension for 30 days. We're going to take you back in time now and take a look at Nick Patrick, our referee. who
No!
suspended Stan the
I don't
Lariat
want to go
Hansen,
back in
and Stan the
time.
Lariat Hansen's reaction to
I
that.
don't even like
I
now.
realize a lot of things happen between wrestlers, but whenever a wrestler touches a referee, then he's gone too far.
I mean, I'm not
As
flipping
right
you guys
now,
off.
Stan
I'm trying to
Hansen is
turn my
suspended
middle
for
finger
30
towards.
days and fined
Fuck
$5,000.
you.
Well, I know that you've got to put some meat in these rules, and he's going to be
I'm gonna put
suspended
some
for 30
meat in
days.
your
He's gotta learn
fucking
to respect the official.
head.
Nobody's suspended. What are you talking about, boy? 30 days suspension and a
Hit him.
$5,000 fine.
Hit him.
If you put your hands on me, we'll double
Kill
the fine
him.
and make the suspension for a year.
Yeah, Stan. See, here's the thing. Okay, I just figured it out. Nick Patrick hates Stan Hansen because he has a rope too. They got rope heat. They got rope heat, baby. Stan's rope is better. Learned blocking from Tommy Rich. The Tommy Rich School of Stage Acting.
Stan the Lariat Hansen back in action. That could spell trouble for Wildfire, Tommy Rich, and other top stars. Fans, get your copy of the Wrestling
David
Wrap-Up.
Sherrod
Available
Shaw
in arenas
from
everywhere. Right
the
now, back to more
men's
action.
room.
Here is the Candyman, Brad Armstrong.
Wrestling fans, this next event.
So here's a Mandela effect to break for you all. Brad Armstrong, the Candyman, does not hand out candy to the kids. They just call him the Candyman. He never handed out candy to anybody.
Cheyenne, Wyoming, 290 pounds, Mike Thor.
Mike Thor, baby.
The Candyman, Brad Armstrong, in this event on NWA Worldwide Wrestling. You talking about a great
Mike
fan
Thor
favorite.
looks like
Here's
the
a
little
guy,
boy version of
the
Mike
Candyman,
Thor.
Brad Armstrong, who loves the young people, has been known at times to take the candy and throw it to the fans.
So
as
his
they come to the
gimmick is
ring.
that he's a
We wanna hear from Brad
pedophile?
Armstrong before we go any further. Let's hear some pre-recorded comments.
My name is the Candyman Brad Armstrong. I got a wrestling family tradition. Is wrestling in my family, and I tell you what, I chose.
I love that they're making Brad Armstrong reintroduce himself on TBS.
He's got a 985 squat. Doug Furnace does. How can I go wrong with the world's strongest man?
985
Brad
squat.
Armstrong, the Candyman. Does
I got a
Well, this is our first look at the
squat
Candyman,
about
Brad
this
Armstrong.
big.
He likes to throw
I
candy to the kids.
had the
think he shouldn't
shits
be allowed to
earlier.
do that. If he's going to throw candy to the kids, I think he should also.
I don't like that. I don't like that the first line Tony said about him. First thing out of his mouth. You know, that guy loves kids.
Well, I know that you should.
And I don't want to change.
I don't want to change that.
I don't want to change that, but why didn't?
First thing Tony says about him.
Against Sid Vicious.
You know why Lex Luger didn't come in.
No, I don't
He's
know.
playing that psychological game that the Horsemen like to play. The Horsemen like to hold
I
the
don't
upper
think
hand.
it was like celebrated to be a pedophile in 1990. Shy.
Because they'll dang sure play it with him.
I don't think
He's
like
playing a very dangerous
we didn't
game.
have like
First of all, you
super
made
pedo.
accusations. Orndorff made accusations. Tommy Rich made
Tom Hanks
accusations.
wasn't playing a pedophile in any of his
Horseman jumped
movies.
on Luger.
You
don't
know?
want slander. If it's written, it's libel. If it defames character, and you got to be very careful what
Just
you
a
say.
fan of Sammy
I'm not
Davis
taking away
Jr.
from this. Brad Armstrong in the ring right now, but he's in a little trouble against
Mike Thor here kind of looks like a guy who like does a Nazi gimmick on the indies, but they asked him not to do it on TV, even though he only brought one pair of gear.
Trademark move of Brad Armstrong right here.
The leg sweep.
The leg sweep.
Yeah, baby.
And let's go to Gary Capetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match. The
He winks and he
Candyman,
throws back the
Brad
mullet. He knows where his money's made.
Now we're going to talk more about Lex Luger as he talks to the youngsters and the fans at ringside. The Candyman with a tremendous win.
You gosh darn candy, man. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Refs is Wizards. There we go. The alert worked. Didn't work for a minute. Thank you for upping that Prime sub, baby.
Introducing
And it's my birthday week, so all subs are appreciated. And again, I have ways you can donate at notthattomgreen.com if you want to make me a happy birthday boy. PayPal and Venmo. Doug Furness. I would love him to put me in a head scissors. Thank you, thank you. My actual birthday is next Tuesday. We have news about that coming up at the end. Hey, I'm glad you watched, Cecil. Yeah, 2000 WCW is psychotic. Like, you can't do that shit on purpose.
All around the world, all around everywhere. Well, I got a partner up
all around the world.
And we're going to show the Midnight Express what the new wave's about, what the new guys coming up are all about. So be ready, brother, because we're coming at you.
Yeah, Del Veazey, who had literally been arrested twice about a year before this for steroid possession, right when WCW hired him. Hey, Andy. You missed it. I announced at the beginning of the stream, Thursday at 7:30. I will be doing a 5-star Booker stream. I'm going to try to save WCW.
Played football, college football at the University of Tennessee.
Right, volunteer.
He was a bogus football player when he played football. He played
bogus
at a bogus university,
and
now he's a bogus wrestler.
He's going to chime in and be like, you know who can't work? Them Young Bucks. They no sold a 450 on the pay-per-view.
I'll say one thing about Furnace, 985-pound full squat. He does have a world's record.
I saw that, Andy. Fuck Claude. Fuck AI. Ruining our gaming experience. I did get the rare experience of being number. He tried to cover his fucking mouth on the gorilla press. Another shitty podcaster. I was number 1 on the board for the $125 salary cap mode because I was the first person of the day to enter a card.
And Doug Furness have been teaming up. And make quite
I entered a card right when it switched over. I'm probably like 108 now.
Wrestle team like the Midnight Express. They're bigger, of course, and they're stronger. And Furnace he builds himself as the world's strongest man, and he's a very strong man. 980.
Why did he
full squat?
Sandbag him?
I don't think you can do it. No. But they don't have the intelligence.
We might watch some darts in the future on Not Quite Wrestling.
Most disciplined team and well-prepared team in all of professional wrestling. And this team here, Furnace.
I love playing 5-star Booker, but as you guys are going to see on Thursday, I suck at it.
They won't be successful.
Hey, Onyx.
Against the Midnight Express.
Pound on the back now.
Am I talking too fast for you, Tony? Or
No,
you understand what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying. Don't always.
Why is Dale Veazey, he just nutted him. Why is he getting an offense on the new babyface?
I'm sorry.
I think you would have more.
It is. It's fun. It is fun. It's the most fun game to suck
Get in the
at.
ring with the Midnight, this candy man who throws candy to the kids. That's all fine and good. But let's see who's going to win this match. Because
Off the rope. She's a good girl. Doesn't need you touching her.
They know exactly what they're doing.
That is a great point, and experience certainly many times.
See, I don't know how much more complex I would make GM because I think the more complex you make it, the more involved you make it, it's gonna feel more like work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there are ways to tweak it, but I don't think making it more complex would be the answer. That's just my opinion. Hey, Dirt Master, this is Lieutenant James Earl Wright, aka Dale Veazey, against Doug Furness. We're all rubbing our jeans over our jeans.
Into the Hornet's Nest on TV is doing the intelligent thing. It's not. Luger's going to pick his time, and right now.
Look at him run those ropes.
Oh my goodness! Furness out of the right side.
Yes, exactly, Cecil. I don't want to feel like I'm like I'm sitting at work doing something. You know? That's what I like about 5-star Booker. I can go in there, just be boom, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Hey, I got a silly match.
Devastating drop kick because when he hits you with it, he does a complete flip. Here's the belly to belly that he's noted for.
Oh, sweet. Oh yeah.
Great compact belly to belly, and that is it.
They're either gonna hate you or they're gonna love you, Zach. I got a friend hooked on a real life friend hooked on 5-star Booker the other day when I took my kids to Pokemon. And he sent me a text like, "Hey, dude, I've got nothing done at work this week.
And the leg, this is in slow motion. See how quick the legs whip
Dude,
over
that
there.
was incredible, by the
He's
way,
been
Andy.
very successful.
That
He's
you have
been
Continental
very
Cup
successful
mode
for a
done,
bogus football
like,
player,
already.
turned wrestler.
Not
And he
just
gets
it's
the
already,
man
but like
right here
days ago.
on the state patrol.
And it's a really fun mode. I like it. You can book some silly match types, definitely. A lot of Cecil's matches are in there.
What? I've been having a terrible problem lately, and I gotta get it off my chest.
These are definitely men who were drinking the entire night before.
Every time I look across the ring, and I
Yeah, if an actual booker uses 5-star booker, it should be like a legal binding deal that they have to actually book the shows.
Confederate outfits, and I'm getting sick and tired of it.
I'm getting sick and tired of it too. I don't want people wearing Confederate outfits. Oh, that's right. Mattel is getting a Jimmy Jam Garvin figure. I probably will not be getting it. But hey, good on him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest.
Cecil wrestles for
is one
C4.
fall. Introducing first, making their way toward the ring.
The Three Horsemen, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, and Doug Dillinger. And that cop makes 4. Arn did change his shirt. Good on him.
The enforcer, Arn Anderson. His tag team partner from Charlotte,
Yeah,
North Carolina.
that sounds like Drew, Andy. That definitely sounds like Drew Cordero.
Former world heavyweight champion, Nature Boy.
He's not a good guy. Their opponents are a couple of guys who have definitely shown everybody they've ever met this match.
Tim Hughes from Miami Beach, Florida.
Huge Tim Hughes. Joe DeFuria and Tim Hughes.
What do you think, Tony?
Yeah, Ric Flair was the junior member of both this team and Team Package.
Let's go to pre-recorded comments from Ric Flair and Arn Anderson right now.
I'll tell you what, Luger, what you need to do is explain to Sting that what happened to you can happen to him.
This is every Midwestern middle-aged couple right here.
We're the very best this sport has to offer. Luger and Sting, learn to love it. Woo.
They don't sound concerned, though, do they? No. But they are. Well,
Yeah, third promo we've had from Ric Flair, and we started watching wrestling 27 minutes ago. Yeah, Arn Anderson has denounced white supremacy. Congratulations to Arn. Joe DeFuria, I believe, is a big wrestling squash fetish star.
Now, what has happened in this? If Luger got hurt, it's Sting's fault. That's exactly the way I feel.
Yeah, that sounds like Drew, Andy. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's a big stinky pea shoe. So I don't want to say I'm glad that you also had a bad experience, because I don't want anybody to have a bad experience with anyone, but I'm not surprised, unfortunately.
Side of a road or wherever hit allegedly occurred, and jump on
He's very strange man.
I think that would be a good way for them to follow their lifestyle. However, I don't think it's done. I think that many times the Horsemen are no more than a street gang.
No, that's what you're talking.
That's exactly what they are.
You're talking street bunch of rogues.
Pride McGriff, you accidentally created a gimmick I want to see, maybe even a mystery. Tracy Mothers. Just like a housewife who does Tracy's shit.
He's letting him know that I'm around. And now they're not concerned.
Nobody eats Miss Pie here. Everybody's gonna die.
Now all he's got to do is come down the aisle if he's as big and bad and tough as
A real tight shot of Ric Flair's fuzzy thighs.
blue psychotic eyes as they walk in the ring. Okay, Gary.
What does Luger wear? Yes. Tracy's mother. Oh yes, yes, Brian. That's even better.
What's wrong, Luger?
No
guts. Come in here.
Oh, he's got plenty of guts.
Don't
Look,
walk
see,
away from me.
Flair's concerned.
I'm Ric Flair.
Yeah, Lex Luger just wandering out every match, hoping that somebody he's feuding with is out there. I saw one tweet. I tried to ignore both Joey and the Orange Crush guy as a general rule. It's Orange Crush, dude. Trying to see how I should word this about the Orange Crush guy that runs Produce, or however you pronounce it. I think he's into. No, I don't want to say that. I'll get me sued. I don't think everything's on the up and up with Produce. I'll be more specific if anybody that knows me in real life would like to reach out. I don't want to say anything publicly that could give me a mean legal letter. But I don't think produce is on the up and up. I'll leave it there. Also, the mic cord here is just hung over the middle rope. Yeah, I don't want to get sued.
Their opponent's total combined weight.
Oh shit, we got Zan Panzer.
First from Germany, Crusher Knopf. His tag team partner
Crusher
from Europe,
Knopf.
Zan Panzer.
Zan Panzer, who they put the NWA logo over his balls. Nice that Eastern and Western Europe are coming together for this team. Zan Panzer was Brad Anderson, the son of Gene Anderson. Yes, Robert Gibson knows sign language because his parents were both hard of hearing. Yes, that's Cecil has a good point. Wrestling is not all giant evil pieces of shit. There are a lot of very nice people in wrestling, but also a lot of giant evil pieces of shit. Also, I think this is the match that cuts off, just FYI, because I don't have that much time left in the fight. You look at Robert. Robert's signing the promo for his parents.
This is what makes him great.
Robert just did one of the. He pulled like a 2026 indie wrestler to make sure that the clothesline in the corner made some noise. He slapped his hands. That's awesome, Stag
I'm not
Player.
completely stupid, Tony. I know people can mess up in the ring. Doom can mess
Crusher
up. They can lose
cannot.
the titles
I
like
like
anyone
that.
else. But see, Rock and Roll, they're a great team. But you see, when they say we're going to be champions,
They've been Gainesville, Georgia.
See, it's easy to talk about it. Can they do it? Can they take it? And I don't think so.
A couple of arm drags. Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton, a great switch right there. And Zan Panzer was unaware that Gibson had come into the ring.
ECW did a charity show? Not ECW, GCW. What charity was ECW giving money out to? New Jack's child support?
I think they're in better shape than Doom because they're not carrying as much weight, and their cardiovascular system is probably a lot better. But let me tell you one thing about Ricky Morton. I don't think Ricky Morton can whoop half of me if
This dude's really fast for what he looks like.
And what do you think? And I tell you what, you're talking about
Paul Heyman fun.
probably the strongest, most powerful tag team ever in the
Was the
NWA and Doom.
Heyman legal
Very
defense
strong,
fund.
very tough, and I can't get over Lex Luger being such a coward.
Shout out to Denim Shorts cameraman in the corner. Always love seeing how ridiculously dressed or over underdressed the camera operators are on these WCW shows.
You saw Sid Vicious's reaction. You saw Arn Anderson's reaction.
I'm not going to express some of the best teams ever. I don't know if they're the best or
The
not.
reaction was one of, come on and let's get it done, brother.
I tell you what, fans.
Don't ever run a show, Andy. I've done it before, and ran a couple shows, and a lot of therapy, a lot of therapy. I had to do afterwards.
Let me make one more observation here. He was by himself. Where was Sting? Where was Orndorff? Where was Junkyard Dog? Where is his
I think Dutch is just talking to himself.
Where was superheroes? If he came out by himself,
Where are superheroes? I know it's the stable, but all right, that's where the first show cuts off. So we have to assume that Zan Panzer and Crusher Knopf pulled off the upset. So before we go to World Championship Wrestling, the second show of the night, if you didn't see it on Sunday, we're going to watch something real weird. I'm doing Off the Grid again this coming Sunday, back-to-back Sundays, and it's a real killer of a show this week.
Next week, you understand? Next week, brothers, let's see if you can take off again and hide behind your pants, brothers, because...
So that's Sunday.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to World Championship Wrestling. Jim Ross and Bob Collingwood, we got 2 big hours. And Bob,
I think per capita, the most murders in the history of trios
wanted to
wrestling.
find out just what happened to Lex Luger, but he said emphatically no, there's been complete silence from Lex
But I tell you, all evidence points.
I knew you guys would like that pun.
Exactly right, Bob. We'll delve into that situation because the Horsemen are here. Lex Luger will be here. He's not scheduled.
They're totally in the building right now.
Today.
Totally in the building. Yeah, Bruiser Bryan is dead, but not immortal.
A&W root beer and cream soda. There's just more to it.
There we go, more Sid. He looks like he got lost and walked back out, not knowing he had a match.
Representing the Horsemen at 335
Very dry.
pounds.
Normally Sid was wet.
Vicious.
Some yacht rock ass music for Sid.
229 pounds, Joe DeFuria.
Joe DeFuria is back. He left Tim Hughes in the locker room.
Who is next? Here were his comments.
Everybody says.
Minister of Entertainment / Wrestling. It still wasn't like a traditionally good promo. He just had these eyes. And that worked for him. Holy shit. Bruiser Bryan died of a heart attack at 33? Alright, so this was taped at the same taping as the last show we watched. Wait. I love how Sid's asking the crowd to come at him. Not Joe DeFuria.
Well, we've just heard those comments from Big Sid.
Oh, that's gross, Sid.
And the big man, 335
Twitter desk girl, Sid's promos rule. How dare you?
And he indeed is the man of the Horsemen.
Sid, I've never heard a story about how Sid was an asshole. Sid, biggest sweetie pie in the world. I did a short, look it up. Him and his neighbor Seth have like the sweetest friendship. Him and Sid and Cowboy Seth. Well, Mike Graham's burning in hell right now, so I don't really care about his opinion. Yes, Dagware, that's who I'm referring to, Cowboy Seth.
In the Four Horsemen, Jim, we've got Arn Anderson, the enforcer. I think you might call this man the Destroyer or the Terminator.
Yeah, this is his action figure outfit. I don't care what Arn Anderson thinks. I care what like his family thinks and his friends.
To wrestle Sting for the World's Heavyweight Championship.
And also, Arn and Sid made up. Yeah, that was the only. I think the best part of WrestleMania weekend was Sid. What the fuck is? How many pants did Luger bring to this taping?
But he's maintaining complete silence about what happened to him. But I tell you, this is another clue.
Like, those aren't even Zubas. Those are like custom-made, sexy-ass sweatpants. Yeah, Sid's traps are absurd. It should not be allowed to be that muscular. Yeah, does Sid not, does Lex not know where the locker room is?
Everything certainly points to the Horsemen, although the Horsemen have not come out and flatly stated that they're the ones.
Yes, you are. You are a Chaos Goblin.
What happened to him either, but Jim, I tell you,
did Lex wake up and come to the building? I don't think Lex is even menacing. He's just like observing. He was like, "Hey, can I just go out and watch the match? Whatever, Lex."
Boy, you got two big ones right there.
Yeah, imagine if the narcissist Lex Luger everything was the same, but he always wore sweatpants. Oh, that woman's gonna beat Sid's ass. I thought she was holding a wig. No, it's a baseball hat. Okay, that's my new favorite fan right there. Zabuz. Zabuz. His pants, Zabuz. That's not even a stunt granny. That's a stunt aunt.
Joe DeFuria trying to mount a little offense, but he just snuffed out by Big Sid Vicious.
Snuffed out.
Vicious 6'9", 335.
Could you imagine Sid doing snuff films?
There's absolutely no doubt about that.
I love the cop looking at Lex like, should I? I don't know. Is this guy wrestler? Another whirly bird.
Vicious with DeFuria right on his shoulders, and Joe DeFuria is no small man.
Sid shouting out Big Cheese.
Vicious said earlier,
died for our sins. Lex is August 1st warning.
is going to be the object of the Horsemen.
Oh shit, I need to check that out.
Here's the power bomb.
Zubaz at Target?
And
Hell
even
yeah.
with Lex Luger watching, there's a great shot there of Luger.
Hell yeah. Luger just wanted to watch the match. He wasn't trying to be a dick. Dude, your great-grandmother had a framed picture of Dusty on her TV? That's hella good. I love it.
That match just destroyed Joe DeFuria, an outstanding young competitor.
Joe DeFuria is just like at best. Like, he's just comfortable.
Threw him halfway across the ring, and then, as you say, he came with a power bomb after that, and it was all.
He came with a power bomb?
We'll be back. The wrestling
I knew he liked the move, but wow. Wrestling wrap-up. I never got an edition of Wrestling Wrap-Up. It was a little bit before my time. Justin, thank you for the raid!
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Championship
Rating. Hey, Derek Stern.
Wrap-up, which centers this week on last week's attack of Lex Luger. It was
There was the story Taz came when he was suplexed once by Kevin Sullivan. You guys ever heard that one?
The perpetrators being the Horsemen, but Lex Luger isn't
Like,
talking.
Kevin Sullivan suplexed Taz in ECW, and he like.
Let's go back now to last week's World Championship Wrestling. I was interviewing the dudes with attitude.
Seaman Jones in my pants, but I digress.
With the bad news.
It might have been on the sleeves list. I love this angle. I wonder who was in charge of cutting up that shirt. Hey, Gusta Burnish, you were sorely missed Sunday. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Better hairstyle, definitely Tony.
Luger's been in some sort of altercation, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness.
Yeah, I think it's on the Death Valley Driver's sleeves list.
Made the comment that
Suplex Gasm Jones over here.
Apparently, we have not had it found, and we don't know if it was the Horseman.
You think Hook knows that story?
He's talking about the Horseman. And as the wrestling wrap-up continues, ladies and
Why
gentlemen,
is Sting standing there shirtless, like he's at a funeral?
World, and I had requested that United States heavyweight champion Lex Luger join us, but this silence, this moratorium that Luger is experiencing,
Moratorium?
Silence. Why has he refused all interviews with the media since his altercation a week ago?
Well, because Jim Ross, he's narrow-minded when you.
His shirt was torn up because he got beat up in the parking lot by the Horseman.
Say that they actually jumped him, and of course they won't admit to it. Also,
yes,
he's narrow-minded. He's got one thing
made
on his
by
mind. He wants to get revenge,
the five-star booker himself, Tony Khan.
One thing about it is if Lex Luger could get hit at any place at any time.
I don't think anybody who's done a promo tonight has worn pants.
I've already been a target of the Horseman. I've already been in the surgery.
JR looks like Preston. I look like Preston Lacey. I take offense to that.
Tried to do it to Luger too. We're both still back. He's going to be back. We're both going to get revenge. Whatever it takes, the Horsemen are going to go down once and for all.
All right, fans, those comments from Sting, and now let's go back to the ring.
Wrestling fans, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, making his way toward the ring.
Oh shit, we got Scrap Iron Bill Ford against the Candyman. You know the Candyman. He loves kids.
Brad Armstrong.
You know what? There's a chance that might happen. I'm sorry, Taz. Scrap Iron Bill Ford. He has a nickname, but not a singlet top. Well, it looks like two wrestlers who might love kids. Anyway, yeah, much different Brad Armstrong from what you guys were watching on Justin's stream. Those are some, like, lesbian serial killer glasses he's got. How could you go wrong, Brad?
No doubt the world's strongest man, Bob, is not a bad guy to have in your corner to take on the Midnight Express.
I was going to say, Jim, I like the way Brad
Oh shit, your late stepdad, R.I.P. Ghetto stepdad Bill Ford.
That's why I chose Doug Furnace. And he is
Mike Atkins is getting in Bill Ford's way.
He and Armstrong will complement each other a great deal as a tag team because of Armstrong's quickness and the power and the strength of Furnace.
Armstrong, a 10-year
I don't think Candyman's a coke dealer. I think he's according to Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross, he has other criminal proclivities.
The fans have seen Brad Armstrong passing out candy to the youngsters. He's always been a guy that would go out of his way to sign an autograph.
Scrap Iron Bill Ford on Route 27.
He's just taking it a step further here.
Oh gosh. Scrap Iron Bill Ford sounds like a venue that Burt Furnace would run a show at.
But he's still, as far as wrestling is concerned, that same great second-generation athlete from Marietta, Georgia.
Oh, come on. There are plenty of lesbian serial killers. Like Ted Kaczynski.
He's a very exciting individual to watch. And talking about
JR says he passes up candy, but I'd never passed up candy. That is total bullshit.
That's tonight at 8 o'clock.
Total bullshit.
Also in Philadelphia,
on Jim Ross's part.
And then tomorrow night at
Starting rumors.
The Roanoke Civic Center in Roanoke, Virginia.
I agree, Rod.
And then on
That'd be a hell of an idea.
Back in Marietta, Georgia.
You'd probably do it on a Georgia
and Jim, we
show.
want everybody to bring their posters and their banners.
I mean, all the Armstrongs are free from contract now. At the Scrap Iron Bill Ford parking lot. Colorado Kid meeting Wolfie D!
European takeover there. Modified headlock.
What the fuck was European about that?
Brad Armstrong is one of the most graceful athletes, Bob, in World Championship Wrestling.
That's true, baby.
Brad Armstrong at 231 pounds, Jim. He's a lot stronger and a lot more powerful than you think when you look at him, but he's got such agility in that ring.
He's got big muscles.
Thought it was interesting in the comments.
It might be to cover a tattoo, but also just maybe to complete the whole like deadbeat dad look.
Certainly has something on his mind. We've already seen him out here once observing.
What do I think Bob thought of the Candyman gimmick? He was probably like, oh, sweet, Brad's got a job.
We do have Ric Flair and Arn Anderson scheduled in tag team action in our second hour.
Yeah, you know, I think we got.
Oh, that was
Barry
sweet.
Windham is going to be in a singles match, and then, as you said, Ric Flair and Arn Anderson in a tag team.
Love the
match.
wolf whistle after that one.
All the horsemen.
That suplex made me horny. Woo. I can't whistle, so I had to pretend.
Indeed, they did perpetrate the attack on Lex Luger, and fans were not being evasive, but there were no eyewitnesses to that attack except Lex Luger, and he isn't talking.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think you can count the guy who got his ass kicked as an eyewitness to the crime.
You know, nobody else was there. I just saw Luger, and Luger didn't say a word.
Sources say the only eyewitness to the car accident was Prince Diana. Or Princess Diana. Fucked up my own joke.
Ford's a real brawler. Tough customer of those fists, I can tell you that right now. And Brad Armstrong fighting fire with
anyone that looks like they haven't left their house in 3 weeks in wrestling is a brawler.
By the Candyman, Brad Armstrong.
Well,
oh shit, he's in safety zone.
And the speed and the agility with that kind of athletic ability, boy, you got a tough customer in across the corner from you, and that's what Bill Ford has in Brad Armstrong.
Ford misses with that clothesline, but Armstrong found the mark with his. And the Candyman.
I was going to say, what type of clothesline was Bill Ford throwing, but then Brad actually hit that clothesline. That exact type of clothesline that Bill Ford threw.
You're right, Jim.
Candy me, Brad. Candy me.
3 hours of NWA Wrestling, the NWA main event at 6:05 tomorrow. And Paul Lee dangerously with a danger zone.
Yes, dude, Cecil, you totally need to.
Digging a little deeper into that Luger incident, and also we'll have the horsemen
like a militia dude,
and the Freebirds and the Southern
but
Boys.
instead of being
And
into
then
guns, he's
on the
like
power
obsessed with
hour,
wrist
it's gonna be
locks.
Tim Horner against Bam Bam Bigelow.
I know 17 different kinds of wrist locks. If the government tries to do anything about my property, I'm gonna put them in an armbar.
About what happened to Luger.
2 big hours tomorrow night, beginning at 6:05, as Bill Ford, with a blatant thumb to the eye. Brad Armstrong in a degree of trouble here, and Ford again missed with a
shit, yeah.
Brad Armstrong.
Brad made like a kind of fucked up transition look real good there. Hey, y'all want to see my half crab? Break a twig.
Explosive victory for Brad Armstrong. He and Doug Furnace, what a team they will make.
Jim, you're right when you talk about the power of Furnace and the quickness and the speed.
Brad's mullet hit the ropes like 3 seconds after he did.
As you talked about that grapevine, that takedown.
Boom, 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 boom.
Scrap Iron Bill Ford for the 1, 2, 3. There you have the winner, Candyman Brad Armstrong.
And we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at the suspension involving Stan the Lariat Hansen in 1 moment.
Should be called the gum drop. Boo-doo-doo. This always sounded way too epic for the show.
World Championship Wrestling. A few weeks ago, Stan the Lariat Hansen was suspended by referee Nick Patrick. Now,
oh God, we got to see this video again.
Because Hansen has served the 30 days.
That's right, Jim. You don't.
He served the 30 days.
$5,000. 30 days.
They're talking about it like he was in prison.
You know that could be trouble for one Tommy Rich.
No doubt about it, Stan Hansen on his way back to World Championship Wrestling with his eyes set on Tommy
Like he's in the
Wildfire
car
Rich.
right
Let's
now?
go back and show you just exactly how Hansen was suspended. Back here, ladies and gentlemen, with senior referee Nick Patrick. And Nick, you can't let this thing
Nick
go on
like
with Stan
legit
Hansen.
looks distraught that he can't lean on a rope right now.
But whenever a wrestler touches a referee, then he's gone too far. And
Whenever a
right
wrestler
now,
touches a
Stan Hansen is
referee,
suspended for 30
9 months
days
later,
and
a
fined
child is born.
Well, I know that you've got to put some meat in these rules, and he's going to be suspended for 30 days. He's got to learn to respect the officials.
Hit him. We've already seen it, but I still want him to hit him.
30 days suspension and a $5,000 fine.
I think Bob Caldwell would poop in a gas station bathroom.
And make the suspension for a year.
Yeah.
Nobody suspends me.
Nobody suspends me. I will show up to work with no pay. Yeah, Nick Patrick was doing angles. He was pissed off. Stan Hansen stole his girlfriend. Yes, what? Yeah, it wasn't Japan tour excuse. He was heading back to the Orient. Look at that jacket! Holy shit!
His opponent from Brooklyn, New York, 233 pounds.
Wow.
The Hitman.
Hitman. Wait. You can't do that.
Here's what Wildfire.
Bret Hart is literally like half of the tag team champions on the other show.
The answer is yes, I am. You know, the suspension's lifted. Stan Hansen's back. Some people say I'm crazy. With a Wildfire, I get a little crazy.
Crazy? It's a little crazy. Like, I'm trying to think what would be the equivalent. Like, if like like an indie guy doing extra work popped up on like Ring of Honor this week, and his nickname was like the American Night. No, that's too high on the card.
But I tell you,
the Ring General. Like his name is Ring General.
Which brought about that suspension. Jimmy was beating up and tearing up everything in the NWA, including the referees, and that's what caused him to be suspended.
Also, I love that the enhancement guy doesn't have a first and last name. His name is just Hitman.
And he backs into the corner away from Tommy Rich.
Yeah, maybe a WWE like enhancement guy named Ricochet.
Victory, a hard-fought victory over double tough nature boy Buddy Landell. And Wildfire's really been on a hot streak.
I'm Gary. Okay, that's a good one, Brian. Gary Tribal Chief Henderson. Oh, sweet rat tail on Hitman. Why do I have a feeling this is gonna go like 10 minutes? Oh, that wasn't a fun landing. How do you land on your heels, taking a neck breaker?
To prevent the pin there.
Yes, sweet rat tail, Rev Ray. Yes, absolutely.
Issued the $5,000 fine and the 30
He looks like if Joey Maggs really wanted to relate to the kids.
And
he's also kind of wearing the Bret Hart like 1986 blue gear. That is not Fidel Sierra. No, definitely not Fidel Sierra. The Sheboygan Werewolf.
Quite a reputation as he makes his debut here on World Championship Wrestling, hammering away at Wildfire.
Well, he has enough power and enough weight also to make it stick. 238 pounds.
He's not even doing a wrist lock. He's doing a rug burn.
All of you fans in Altoona can see World Championship Wrestling on Thursday night.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I called it. This match is going to go way too long. It's going to be way too even.
Also on Thursday night, August 9th. And then on the 10th, Friday night.
Yeah, like if there was an enhancement. What? Oh, this guy is awful. Like if there was a guy on NXT tonight, they just called him Freshly Squeezed.
All that this coming week in the NWA.
He's not even a Hitman. He's just Hitman.
Tommy Rich for that.
I don't think that's Mark Merrow's cousin, Tony Vendetta.
As Tommy Rich, former world
oh my God, that's disgusting.
248 to 218, his quickness.
That's I think Cage Match is off. He's not Fidel Sierra. Definitely not. I think Cage Match has their info wrong.
Going to be able to match power with Hansen. Few individuals can, but as you say, he's always had that knowledge.
Though I wonder how many bookings this guy's gotten in 5-Star Booker from people who are like, "Oh, Bret Hart's only $2." Click. Del Sierra, yes. Like How do you get that sweaty in 3 minutes?
Short clothesline there, very effective. Drops that elbow on the Hitman. And Tommy Wildfire Rich.
That's disgusting.
To returning to the Omni
like, did Tommy Rich have like a disorder or something?
Just over 2 weeks away, back in the Omni in Atlanta.
Like, this is even worse than Mike Rotunda.
In East Rutherford, New Jersey, in the Meadowlands. That is on Friday night, August 24th.
Like, Mike Rotunda took a few minutes to get that sweaty. Tommy was just that sweaty from the bell ringing.
Goes to the ropes, and Tommy Rich gives him a clean break.
Did someone yell at, "Hey, child support"?
Often, but with Wildfire in the ring, you'll see it happen more times than not.
I love that the enhancement guy's not selling anything that's happening.
We talk about
it's called cocaine.
How quick he is and how he's gained back some of that agility with that reduced weight factor. But we talked about the knowledge.
Yes, someone's going to get very confused. You were the first guy that booked it.
When he gets that step over toe hold, it's a leverage factor. And that's like a pro that Tommy Rich.
Yeah, that's the thing. IRS, when Mike Rotunda was IRS, he got that sweaty wearing a full outfit.
He also had a little hair pull.
Tommy Rich is almost naked.
And Nick Patrick questioning the Hitman regarding his hair pulling episode. He's denying any knowledge of that.
I should do a hair pulling episode. 2 hours of me watching the best hair pulls in wrestling history.
I don't recall.
Just like doing this under my desk the whole time.
Overhand wrist lock by Wildfire Tommy Rich as Nick Patrick, the referee.
Sorry for shaking the camera.
Still to come in our first hour, ladies and gentlemen. Mr.
Yeah, some are much hornier scream tonight. Sunday was not horny enough.
As well. Plus, I'll be talking to Nature Boy Ric Flair. Tommy Rich, good reversal there, Bob, and that hip lock.
And you know this guy, wherever he came from, totally did a bro. You know he did the full gimmick. But they wouldn't let him wear the hat and the glasses and the jacket to the ring. Yeah.
Well, and the Hitman is doing what
also, Tommy has dried off. He was so sweaty when the match started that he is drying off. He's air drying as he's more active.
Gives Rich the leverage advantage, which is so important in wrestling, Jim.
Here we are, Bob, our first Saturday in August.
Yeah, do you think this guy after the match is like, "Hey, my cousin Guido wants to do something with you"? I do. I know. I called it. It's going to be another 9-minute Tommy Rich squash.
September the 5th, 8:05 Eastern Time is the start. Clash 12.
Oh my God, his armpit must smell horrible.
It's a mouthful, and it will be
awful. Why would you do that to somebody?
Here on TBS.
Now, Jim, every single one of the clashes, they've been nights to remember in professional wrestling. They all have been outstanding, and this one.
I love that old guy in the front row licking his lips. Tommy Rich.
We're going to see them a little later during this hour. But Jim, I tell you, those are two athletes that really complement each other in the ring.
Also, Tommy Rich is the baby face, and he's freaking out. Like, stop cheering for the Hitman.
Especially Bob as a tag team. They're an outstanding duo. And Tommy Rich just punted the Hitman.
Yeah, Tommy Rich is beating the shit out of this guy. And he's the good guy. I'm going to punch him in the face.
Nothing fancy about that, but it's very effective.
I'm going to punch this defenseless guy you've never seen before in the face.
Stan the Larian Hansen.
Get Nick Patrick most active when they're leaning on the ropes.
Into that reverse chin lock.
Boy, he had some heavy power behind those right hands.
Don't rub him on your sweaty crotch, you weirdo.
He's not going to be able to stand.
Oh, there we go. You know, you could have just done that at the beginning.
Here's your winner, Wildfire.
God, he's glistening.
Jim, wait a minute. Something is happening, but this right now.
Wait a minute. Something is happening after the match. Yeah, no, Tommy Rich almost took a head bump on his own finish. Oh. Oh, hell yeah, Budro.
What is Buddy Landell doing down there?
What the hell's Buddy Landell doing down there?
As we have said, Landell.
Tommy's like, man, I gotta go dry off. It's like before and after.
Listen, everybody's seen me beat him right in the middle of the ring a couple of weeks ago. I beat you right in the middle of the ring. Look at me when I'm talking.
Oh, don't touch him.
Everybody saw me beat you right in the middle of the ring, so I'm gonna be a real.
Doug Dillinger's got his hand in his pocket like he's gonna pull out a gun at any point.
Boy, how's that sound? Let you prove yourself. Seeing how I embarrassed him in front of everybody right
Yeah,
here.
look at the camera. Break the fourth wall.
You know,
Only people know
Buddy just looks away from him while he's talking.
Tell you what kind of man the Wildfire is, because everybody
Buddy's sucking on his gums.
Last time. But I tell you what, you want me again?
Buddy was literally like, "Oh, that's gross. His hand is so wet." Also, this is like the best thing I've seen Tommy Rich do on like a 1990 WCW show. That's 2 seconds of punches. He just grabbed a sign. He doesn't know what it says. Just like, yeah, it probably says like, "Let's look at rules." Buddy looking fashionable in that LA gear top.
It is set for one fall.
Buddy Landell running away slightly faster than he walked. Here we go, Mr. Wonderful. The subject of next week's Dark Side of the Ring. Counter programming. This music's very sassy.
His opponent from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 220 pounds, Lee.
Oh yeah, the patron saint of losing matches, Lee Scott, my boy, my guy.
Just how will Mr. Wonderful wrestle Barry Windham?
Number 1 juggalo, Lee Scott.
Barry Windham, how am I going to wrestle you?
How am I going to wrestle you? Here's how I'm going to wrestle you. I'm going to take this finger, I'm going to stick it up your butt, and I'm going to determine whether or not you have colon cancer.
I'm going to show you how devastating the pile driver can be.
And he says emphatically that the pile driver.
It is wild that Lee Scott is almost as big as Paul Orndorff.
That the pile driver perfected by Mr. Wonderful.
Paul Orndorff went through some shit, especially in the 90s. There were like 2 different instances where people like publicly proclaimed him dead.
Differently from anybody else that we've ever seen is he gets up into the air, and when he leaps up into the air to bring the opponent right down, he really powers him hard to the
Lee Scott came up with his ring name when he had to rent sleeping arrangements.
Can he put it on a man this size?
Yeah, Lee Scott's like, can I jump off the top rope to take the pile driver? Yeah, Tommy Rich grabbed a Facebook weekend. Wildfire crotch is probably what it said.
That's one fans we get a chance to see it. Don't miss that one. As Lee Scott now being punished by Paul Orndorff for the side headlock.
I bet you the Cajun Predator probably would have a really good Dark Side of the Ring.
Big night claim Monday night for our great fans.
Probably would. He seems like a guy with some fucked up shit in his past.
Now opening up on Paul Orndorff, hammering away.
Look at this. Look at Lee Scott go. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of my guy.
He can turn it all loose.
Getting some heat.
And that's what it looks like Scott is doing.
For a second.
I think he's going to rise to the occasion.
Oh. He somehow made a Paul Orndorff clothesline with his weak arm look like frickin' Stan Hansen. As it happens, what a great name for a wrestling entrance song. Hey, Ando.
Breaking the rules, whatever it may be. And I think that when he does wrestle Barry
See, I'm fine with Lee Scott getting offense because he, like, for all intents and purposes, there were multiple matches where he should have died taking the bumps he took.
And a man as powerful as Windham.
Oh! Knowing Lee Scott, he probably got his ankles caught on purpose to make that look worse.
And he drops the elbow right off the apron on Lee Scott, and now Mr. Wonderful.
Lee Scott was like, you don't do anything crazy, so I'm going to make that crazy for you.
Well, Orndorff, when you talk about that look on his face, Jim, that stoic look.
Yeah, Lee Scott did not wrestle Stan Hansen. We know that because he's still alive and posting on Instagram.
Capable of doing, and Orndorff
or at least was as a couple years ago.
No matter what happens, he's going to.
Although I think the guy that was licking his lips earlier is wearing like a powder blue sweatsuit.
Orndorff fans still to come. Flying Brian and Z-Man, we've got 2 big hours here in the program. The SST are here, the Steiner brothers here. Ric Flair and Arn Anderson in tag team action. A newcomer called the Pearl is scheduled to be with us. We don't know anything about him.
Guys, wait till you see the Pearl. If you do not know who that is.
Nice power slam by Orndorff.
Yep, that is where Randy Orton learned
He may be
it from
trying
this
to set him
match.
up now for the power.
Oh!
And again, let me remind
He
all
didn't
you
do the
fans
boogie
in Battle
woogie.
Creek, Michigan,
Bullshit.
that NWA Wrestling will be at the Kellogg Center
John
Sunday, August
Steinbeck.
12th in Battle Creek.
Oh, just wait till you see the
Toledo at
Pearl.
Seagate Center in Canton,
You'll
Ohio.
never forget the Pearl. I'm not. For those of you that don't know who the Pearl is, I'm not spoiling it. Some of it, I did a short about it, but it's not one of my most watched sports, so some people don't know about Pearl. He's something. Just wait.
Mr. Wonderful with that front face lock, and he's got it really firmly applied to Lee Scott and wrenching it. He's working on the neck. That's the object of a lot of his attack, to work on the neck, set people up for the pile driver. Big knee lift there.
Hell yeah, that's a good uncle. My brother-in-law watched wrestling, and that's why I got into it.
Right hands to the midsection.
He's no longer my
He
brother-in-law.
came with that knee lift, Jim, and that again shows you the power. Orndorff,
Not Earl. That's right.
well-muscled individual. He's
Imagine
got
a
a
wrestler
lot of
named
power
The
in those
Earl.
legs, as well as in those arms
I mean, not
and
Bobby
shoulders.
Eaton, but just like a guy named Earl.
A veteran here in World Championship Wrestling, an individual that has certainly not been without controversy in his career, but another thing he hasn't been without is success. He has been a very successful athlete everywhere he has wrestled. And here comes a
Jay Driller. No,
double arm suplex.
Earl the
Nicely
Pearl.
done on Lee
There we
Scott.
go.
Again, working on that neck, snap to the
All-time
bottom
great independent wrestler,
Nice
Earl the
drop kick,
Pearl.
running drop kick by Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, I don't want to see the Earl of the Orient. That sounds like bad news.
Orndorff makes the motion, he says.
Shout out to your grandma, Stephen J. Neptune, man. I love that. I love that she ran a foster care out of her place. That's very, very admirable.
Nobody does it quite
The
like
foster care
Mr.
system is near and dear to my heart. So I love it.
Beware of that move.
Here's your winner, Mr.
Lee Scott somehow took a very tame bump for the.
All right, fans, watch it again, and you can see now. Well, we talked about that little move that Orndorff has on the pile
That little move?
as he jumps high to the air.
You know that little move he does, the pile driver?
There you have the winner again.
Making it sound like he's like knitting. You know that little thing he does?
2 big hours tonight on World Championship Wrestling, and we'll be back with more on TBS.
Paul Orndorff, when he pinned him, kind of smiled like when you tell a kid in like kindergarten to smile for a photo day.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right, we got the Horsemen. Now they're coming out to Arn's music.
Introducing first, representing the Horsemen.
Oh no, it's Barry.
from
Barry's
Sweetwater,
coming out to Arn's
Texas,
music.
weighing 268 pounds, Barry.
Everybody on this show has walked to the ring like they got lost and didn't realize they were walking
His
up for
opponent
a
from Little
match.
Rock, Arkansas, 243 pounds, Chris Powers.
Chris Powers rules.
Chris Powers to challenge.
I literally think they asked a fan who showed up late, hey dude, you want to like wrestle?
With Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Ole's booking. Barry doesn't get the book till like
That
November.
he can pile drive, and I have to take Mr. Wonderful.
He
at
can
face
pile
value that
drive.
He can do it.
That sounds like the name of
What
Paul
remains
Orndorff's
is Wyndham has
book.
a
He
million
can pile
offensive
drive.
moves that he can use as well.
Jim, you're right, and Wyndham at 268 pounds, about 6'7", 6'8".
Chris Powers is the shame of
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
And it's not only going to take all of the
Steely Dad. Steely Dad. Sorry, Steely Dad 29. Thank you for the follow. Are you Chris Powers, Steely Dad? Steely Dad seems like that would be Chris Powers' Twitch handle.
Wyndham, one of the most technically sound
Steely
athletes in
Dad.
the entire sport of wrestling. So agile, as you saw that leap outside the ring at 6'6", 268, slamming Chris Powers viciously right out there on the floor. And Wyndham,
God, Chris Powers isn't going to be able to go sip his coffee in the morning.
Talk to us today, Bob. That's how stoic he was.
Go up to one of his coworkers and be like, take my wife, please.
Talk to Barry Wyndham, he wouldn't talk to us. So
Well, that's probably what it was. After every match, there was like a 20-minute break because nobody could find their way to the ring.
Now, Jim, the emotions, I think, are running
And they
very,
like
very high
just
with
play
all
their
those
music
individuals
over and
right
over
now.
again until they
All
floop
of
their
the
way out.
horsemen, all of the dudes
Oh
with
shit, there's
attitudes.
fans.
You got Orndorff, you got Lex Luger, you got Junkyard Dog, and let's don't forget
Chris
the
Powers
World
slapped his
Heavyweight
butt
Champion.
before that
You know,
suplex.
Jim, in our own minds, and we've talked about it, it was Lex Luger, but were they really after Luger? Is the ultimate thing and the ultimate
If they weren't
prize that
after
they're
Lex
after,
Luger and
is
beat
it
him
the
up
World
that
Heavyweight?
bad,
Is it Sting?
Of course,
They suck at beating people.
I think it's obvious. That's exactly what they're after. The Horsemen.
There's one lady in the back wearing like a white shirt who's like,
Barry! Ending up standing alone, and that's what they
Get
like.
him!
Lex Luger was out earlier observing Sid Vicious in action. I'm going to be asking Ric Flair about that observance
Drop kick?
a little bit later.
Look at that. Barry Windham's like the size of a house.
Move for a man that is as big as he is. He is a phenomenal athlete.
Takes a tremendous amount of ability and power to do that. As you say, well over 6 feet, 6'6", 6'7", somewhere around the 6'6" to 6'8" range at 268 pounds. And
Gino, I think we could literally fill the Pontiac Silverdome with all the wrestlers who wrestled under the last name Powers or Power. Did Lex Luger get lost again? Yes, he did. Lex Luger. The monitor went out and Lex Luger wanted to watch the match.
Knows the whole story. Obviously he does. He's not talking. He wants to handle it his way. And listen to fans chanting Luger, Luger.
And
again, shooting right into that leg.
When he watched Sid Vicious, he's just standing there. He's looking straight ahead at him.
This Chris Powers feuded with the Dirty White Boy about 20 years ago. Those dudes probably drink a lot of cheap ass beer
Opening up again
together.
on Chris Powers as Lex Luger continues to observe, and this is like a
God, Lex Luger's balls must be so comfortable in his pants.
smoking a cigar or something. It could explode at any moment.
Yeah, Luger's just trying to find his car, and everyone keeps telling him to go through that door. And it's to the ring, and he has to like stand there and pretend like he's doing it on purpose.
And shed a little more light, Jim, into just what really did occur.
It's got to bother the
I think of Lex Luger's balls at least once every few days.
We'll find out if it's bothering Ric Flair. He will wrestle with Arn Anderson in tag team competition a little bit later in our program. As a matter of fact,
I love that cop has his hand on his gun at all times. I don't think that dude knew what Barry was going for, even though Barry probably called it. Hey Barry, see my shirt?
He had a lot of weight coming off of the ropes, and that gave him a little
Yeah, I can't get a Slurpee. Keep saying no shirt, no shoes, no business.
Wyndham keeping one eye on his opponent and one eye on Lex Luger.
You know, Robert Gibson wouldn't have had a problem with that.
At this point in time in the match, Powers, an outstanding young competitor from Little Rock, Arkansas. But thus far, he's had a hard time
Feed
getting
him
out of the blocks.
with your titty.
Thanks to the great abilities of Barry Windham.
Ugh.
Side salto suplex, that gut wrench version.
I have to think Lex Luger has left many a sports arena in his life hurtless, driving a car away.
We talked about him earlier. Look at the man in the ring in Wyndham. Let's don't forget Ric Flair.
Why is this match so long? Why are all of them so long?
Jim, a group like that could fight off an army.
And they could certainly, if the cards
I would love to see one of those like
with the US
Instagram videos where like they set up a video game and it's like the Four Horsemen against 10,000 U.S. Army men.
The wrestling world.
Well, Ole Anderson has said that the only championship now in the Horseman's corner.
Oh, Lex Luger
is that
left.
World Television Championship. But he
Didn't
says
even
that's
notice.
not gonna last. He says we're after him.
Why is Barry acting like he vanished? He hit him in the back from the front. I've never seen that before. Yeah, Burt Prentice is filling up the format sheet. Timed out the show for them
Oh
tonight.
boy, I tell you, he really telegraphed that. And Wyndham, the smart one that he is, he saw that. He was ready for it.
Oh, there's that lariat. Barry Windham caught him with all of it. And Wyndham, the Horseman, with a dominant victory here in World Championship Wrestling.
Here's your winner, Barry Windham.
Bob, take another look at it, and I'll get ready to talk.
Barry Windham genuinely seems to think Lex Luger vanished. Like, he's like a ghost. He's spooky. Right in the mouth.
Covers him with a press, hooks the tights instead of the leg, but it's 1, 2, 3 with the winner, Barry Windham. Right now, as Jim said.
Oh, he grabbed him by the balls. Oh, fuck. That had to suck.
Thank you very much, Bob Cottle. Jim
Hey,
Ross,
Rick's
and
back in
Nature
his
Boy, Ric
suit.
Flair and fans. If you remember last week here on the program, we saw Lex Luger at the conclusion of the program.
Literally
come
looks
into the
like Ric
building
Flair's
after being
wearing a
attacked.
helmet.
The Horsemen are getting the blame for this, Rick. And thus far in the program, we've seen Lex
A
Luger come
helmet
to the
with
ring and
an
scout the
ass
horses'
crack.
matches. Does that bother you?
When you are the focusing point for everything that goes on in this sport, you're blamed for everything, whether it's right or wrong. The bottom line is Luger's a big boy. United
He is
States
a big boy.
heavyweight champion. He represents the greatest wrestling alliance in this sport. You learn to be tough, Luger. You walking out here, watching me and Iron, Vicious, Barry Windham. What's going to happen to you, pal?
I believe
will have to
Jim
deal with us
Ross
directly.
and Ric
We are
Flair go to the
Horsemen,
same
And let me say one thing to you,
tailor.
Luger. As you walk around pouting, you better tell Sting.
It looks
I'm
like an
talking about our
actual
new
poodle was
champion,
sitting on Ric
that
Flair's
as long
head.
as he's a friend of yours and vice versa, the same thing could happen to him tomorrow. One day
There should
you're
be a
on
wrestler
top,
named Vice
the next day you're
Bertha,
on your way out.
who she just
And we'll be back
repeats
with more
every
right
move
after
she
this.
does. Yeah, Gary Spivey. Helping
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team
Ric Flair get his
event
mojo
is set
back.
for one fall.
Hey, it's the Z-Man almost got tripped by his own partner. Z-Man and Flying Brian, baby. I think that merch catalog is, if you Google image search it, you might be able to find it. I think WCW. Oh my gosh! That woman should, like, go to jail. That was violent. What the fuck, dude? Oh, we got Crusher Knuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, total combined weight 550 pounds.
That was actual fucking
Germany,
assault.
Crusher Knuff. His tag team
Oh
partner
shit,
from
Crusher Knuff
North
and Snake
Carolina,
Watson.
Snake Watson.
Together they make up the team of Went to the Store for Cigarettes. Yeah, no, you did not, Andy. I hope you did not like the Z-Man as much as a child as that woman did.
And here was their answer.
Yes. The answer is yes. The Horsemen promoters, the fans have all been
That's a
asking
good
all
bit.
this time.
They should have just
Yes,
said
we're back as a
yes.
team.
That's
Tell
their
them why,
answer.
Z-Man.
Yes, that's right. We're back.
Hollywood, Florida, John Tatum. I love that Hollywood, Florida, John Tatum is not John Tatum.
Emphatically, the answer was yes. We could expect to see them in more tag team action. I know that's great news for their
Like, their
fans.
promo should have just been them doing the yes and then cutting back to Jim Ross. It would have been a great bit. Snake Watson's 2 years old.
Oh, Jim, I am too, and so are the fans. As you saw when they came into the arena a few moments ago, the fans love this young team. They're tremendous. They had great success as a tag team, but I tell you, they wanted to sort of branch out a little bit on their own, I think, and wrestle as individuals, and they're going to continue to do some of that, some of the singles wrestling, but also they're going to get back together.
Yeah,
quite
Snake
often
Brown
as
would
a
have made
tag
this
team.
great. You know
That's
who
great
Crusher
news for us.
Knuff looks
Not
like?
only is bad news
Is
for a lot of the tag
Stavros.
teams in the NWA.
Test of strength here as Snake Watson trying Flying Brian on for size, or excuse me, the Z-Man on for size. Great move there.
I've never gotten that term. Trying him on for
Z-Man
size.
tagging in Flying
Like-
Brian. And the former
Like a
Cincinnati
mech
Bengal,
suit?
clad in those Bingo-like tights with a big
Oh, I
chop
thought he
on
said
Snake Watson.
dingle like tights.
Well, this is a
Could you
quick
imagine
team,
someone wearing tights with like
great
little
agility,
turds
they have
hanging
great
off of
strength,
them?
and they're gaining more and more confidence, and that's a tribute to the great fans who follow these two kids.
Bingo like tights. Nasty Ned Brady was working for WCW around this time. I don't think we have him tonight, though, unfortunately.
Their United States title run.
Crusher Knuff, I don't think has been in yet, and he looks so tired.
And they've got an abundance of it, but they've also got just
That's
tremendous
amazing.
natural
That had to have been a rib that Snake Watson wrestled Jake Roberts.
As you grow up, it's sort of born in you. That's the
They
only
changed
way
his
you
name.
have it.
Dusty Wolf, Dale Wolf. Come on, man. Better Snake. Snake Brown was the best Snake.
And they work awfully
Snake
hard
Brown
to
from out of
prepare
town.
themselves physically and mentally anytime they step in the ring. Double elbow and Snake Watson.
They're all screaming for Crusher Knuff in the corner.
Looking extremely good here on
By
World
the way.
Championship Wrestling.
None of
And
that
don't forget
shit's
our
for
big second
Z-Man.
hour. That includes the Samoan SWAT team, the
Z-Man
Steiner
just
brothers. The
accidentally
Pearl, very
arm dragged
unusual
himself.
individual that we know, matter of fact, nothing about.
You have to like tell the guy you're gonna do
Flair
it.
and Arn Anderson will be here in tag team action. I'm going to try to talk to Buddy Landell. He wanted to challenge Tommy Rich to a rematch.
Like, I
on
think
tomorrow
Crusher
night's
Knuff
NWA
literally
main event
told him, hey, I'm
here
not
on
tagging in.
TBS.
I am
talked to
blown the
Buddy
fuck.
Landell about that.
Walking to the
his
ring was
challenge
hell.
Didn't come off too well a little earlier. Tag team, great team strategy here.
Hey, that's Buddy Lindell's move.
And this is something that this young team has really come on strong with in recent months, and that's the ability to work together.
All right, we got Crusher Knopf in the ring. Yeah, that's right. He did beat the Rock and Roll Express last hour. Look at those boots on him, dude.
And we'll see how Pillman
Those are
and Z-Man
galoshes.
fare with this big monster from Germany.
Well, the Crusher had him in the corner. He went to
He is the hairiest Nazi in wrestling history. I gotta say.
Jim, these two young
Yeah,
men, we talked
yeah. I
about
think you've told us that story before, but yeah, that's. I think that's what Crusher Knopf did. There's he pulled his Cecil Nix.
And I tell you,
He's like, man, I'm okay. I'm all right.
I think that all of the wrestling fans like an
Yeah, Crusher Knopf was in the ring for maybe 10 seconds, and now he's slowly walking outside the ring. Yeah, generally, wrestling Nazis are bald because they shave their heads, not because of male pattern baldness. This guy's trying to have long hair and not doing a great job of it.
Flying Brian and Z-Man are two young men that exemplify that attitude.
He tried to jump into the lockup there.
They're proof positive against the old adage, you know, nice guys do not finish last.
Yeah, the Harris has
These
shaved
guys are
their
nice,
heads.
they do not finish last.
Leo DeRocher, God rest his soul, coined that expression.
Neither of these. Oh, why did he stand there? I've never seen someone on a leapfrog just stand. Like he thought the guy was going to go backwards on his own. What was that?
300 pounds out there.
Fucking bowed.
Just over 250 pounds.
What the hell? And the thing is, it's not like Crusher Knopf only did this one taping. He was a regular for a little bit.
To move a man as big as Crusher.
And yeah, he wrestled for the WWF once. He did enhancement work for them. And somehow he's this bad.
At Clash 12 on Wednesday night, September 5th, live here
Oh
on
my
TBS. Oh, high cross body, the leg grapevine, but the big German is too strong. As Crusher Knopf,
We gotta stop lying about him being a German.
300-pounder, very strong individual. Oh, you can hear that one.
Yeah, I think Crusher Knopf gives me hope that someday I too can almost break my neck wrestling on television. Snake Watson's like, no, you won't be able to find his balls. Moondog Fart. Oh no, I love that name. And now I want Moondog Fart to happen.
As they make a wish. Stretching the hamstrings there. Another single leg pickup, back heel trip. Step over Toho by the Z-Man.
See, most of the matches were going long because they were booked too long. I think they're just being a dick to Crusher Knopf.
Get the big man off his feet and get him on the mat, and the size and his power.
Hell yeah, Rev Ray. Wiki source, Rev Ray in the house. I would not be surprised if Crusher Knopf worked in Memphis. Everybody.
Fans that called Lance Russ on the wrestling hotline last Saturday night.
If you had a pulse and a pair of wrestling tights, you did at least 1 week in Memphis. At some point.
Some interesting information regarding that Luger incident that we'll have for you tonight.
What happened to the guys working like that is like everybody else got in insane shape.
On the wrestling hotline, that number will show you a little bit later in the program.
Whoa, it's so sexy when you go do an up and over.
And Snake Watson drop kicked all the way outside. And you notice that Pillman and Z-Man are not following him outside and beating him
because
up
he
on the
smells.
rails, using
He almost fell going back in the ring. Why was he really good at that and really bad at like everything else?
Side headlock, Z-Man now.
Yeah, like even like the big guys now. Like JD Drake is in incredible shape. He does amazing things. I really doubt Crusher Knopf could do anything that JD Drake does. Way to only get a shot of the back of Brian Pillman's thighs. Yeah, we got Beach Shorts cameraman, loving it. I think Snake Watson could play Tracy Mothers. The Stu Grayson special. Nick Patrick made the pin under the ropes, even though the pin was happening in the middle of the ring. Little attaboy. Yeah, baby.
up tempo, and that's the way they like it.
Yeah, Knopf just walked to the locker room like 2 minutes ago. He's like, we're gonna lose. Who cares?
Tremendous athletic ability, and then it continues as Flying Brian will catapult his partner, the Z-Man, in the ring. What action tonight?
Also, for like all the old guys that was like, that were like, hey, it's bullshit how the legal guy never makes the pin in one of these spotty tag matches. We just lost track of who was the legal man in that match. Like they were just in, out without tagging.
Main event,
Hey, it's Missy.
Sundays at 6:05 right here on TBS. We'll have a special danger zone investigating the Lex Luger
Special
incident.
danger zone.
Also, you'll see Ric Flair and Arn Anderson, and also Doom will be in action. And I hope.
And also, I think she wrote her own copy. Crusher Knopf had been wrestling for 5 years at this point. Oh my god. Not well. Yeah, her hair, she had like a mullet and it stuck up, but also had like a crack in the middle. Hey, it's a Samoan SWAT team. They fucking rule. You come get your revenge, boy.
Their opponents, total combined weight 501 pounds. First from Brunswick, Georgia, John Douglas.
John Douglas and Tim Hughes.
Georgia, Tim Hughes.
I don't think that's the same. Okay, that's Tim Hughes. John Douglas appears to be 10 years old.
About their rivals, the Steiners, and here's what they had to say.
Yeah, Cecil knows it. Is that a literal child? I think that is an actual child that will be wrestling the Samoan SWAT team.
But a stepping stone for me and my Samoan brothers. After we get through
Samu would quit WCW. There's a pay issue.
The bell has sounded, ladies and
Is that
gentlemen,
no?
the
That's
SST.
definitely not the Rizzler. Rizzler was Hitman earlier.
We'll show you an altercation that happened here last week on World Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, Fatu and Tama. Why did he try to take a header bump?
Well, the Steiners are a physical team.
I love that the child has a custom singlet. All right, Minister of Wrestling / Entertainment. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. As we watch a child get murdered live on Twitch. Big Papa Pump. I assume that is a pornography star.
Very, very soon in the NWA, and that's one tag team match.
Yeah, do you think this guy like went to school with Roman Reigns? Like he's in the kindergarten with them?
It's going to be high impact. You can certainly hear it from miles.
This is like his Make-A-Wish.
Right now, I don't envy Douglas and Hughes their task.
Oh! Oh! That oh no!
Viciously into that ring cable as the Samoan Savage intimidating.
I think that child is.
That's the bot kick by Fatu, and both these Samoans.
Because the Samoans are amazing, I'm sure it didn't even touch them, but that looked amazing.
Do manhandle a lot of opponents. I'm not so sure that they can physically intimidate or manhandle these two big Samoans.
No, not at 608 pounds.
I do not think Don Hughes or whatever that guy's name is could manhandle the Samoan SWAT team.
They're strong and they're powerful. And I tell you.
Yeah, I think we do. I think we have to call the police on Rikishi
And of course, the Steiners can
for
do that also.
beating a child. All right, Stephen J. Neptune Man. This week in history, August 4th, 1990. The Indians beat the New York Yankees 17-3. On the baseball field. The number one movie in America was Ghost. Number one song in America was Vision of Love by Mariah Carey. Thank you so much, as always, for the fact notes. By the way, Steven J. Neptune, man, some like random ass dude in the YouTube comments has heat with you. He watches the VODs. He's like, every week this guy who does factoids only does Yankee games. I'm like, you two should fight.
Jim, and they can slide a long, long way before it ever ends.
I don't know anything about sports. I'm just appreciative of you doing that work.
A little bit later here on World Championship Wrestling.
That guy's
the Pearl is here.
Mad.
Plus,
Yeah, the Pearl is here coming up. We still got the Pearl. Oh.
We don't know. We're wondering also. We're also wondering. Snap suplex by Fatu.
Swim Trunks cameraman in the corner leaning, doing a little hit lean. Oh my god, he's firing up on a Samoan. Oh, that shit fucking missed so bad. Right, why couldn't they cut to the hard cam?
hard time maintaining any type of equilibrium.
His foot couldn't have been further away.
Knocked back down.
Well, that's right. I tell you, it's like running into a buzzsaw. Hey, wait a minute. Outside, look at it. Jimmy's got
I love when wrestlers choke a guy by wrapping the cord around the back of the neck and then coming up front like that's going to do anything.
For you live, Bob. All tomorrow night at 7:30. You got the place.
Jim, that's right. Tomorrow night, 7:30, Roanoke Civic Center, and also in Norfolk at the Scope, the Norfolk Scope. Then on Monday night, don't forget, fans, 7:30, Marietta,
See, this
Georgia,
match is still going, but it's
Center.
fun.
We want all you fans to bring all your posters and all your banners. And then Thursday night,
All your banners. All your scrolls. Bring all your scrolls out. You have any proclamations you would want to read on a scroll? Bring them to the TV table.
Double team moves by the SST. At this point in time in this contest, the team of Douglas and Hughes came to fight. They were
Douglas and Hughes.
anxious to sign
Wait,
the
is that why
contract
Paul
to
Lee
prove
put
themselves
Shane
their
Douglas with
world
Mr. Hughes in
championship
ECW?
record.
Because he
This
really
team.
loved this match.
And John Douglas back in,
Yeah, Bob Caudle saying Moss with like that hint of
knocked down again,
disgust.
as I said, every time they stand them up, they knock them back down. And the Samoans
Yeah, they are still the
how
SST,
vicious
yes.
they can be.
They are certainly there.
And that is still an 8-year-old boy.
Against the Savages, or the Samoan SWAT team, or to have their life insurance paid up, Jim. That's the kind of team they are.
Is somebody chanting Precious
By throwing Douglas back into the
at
corner,
the little
bringing back in
boy?
Tim Hughes.
Like, oh, you're so
And,
adorable.
Fatu tag back in.
How long? Last few months. This is like the end of the SST. Ooh, we squished him. It was squishy.
Right there, and there's the tag, and now the Savage,
There we
just
go.
over 300 pounds. They'd love for this to be a Steiner. The big Samoan splash right off the top rope. They're ready for the Steiner brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners.
They were ready for the Steiners for years. Yeah, dude. Those Samoans, if there's one thing about a good Samoan wrestler, they can jump really high on a splash.
The Samoan drop and then the big one.
Jim, there it is, the Samoan drop, and as you say, the
Boom.
big one.
Ba-da-dum,
And what team can stand up to the physical abilities of the Samoan SWAT team? As you see him coming off of the top rope, look how high he's going to get to the air. That tremendous leap with all of that power and all of that strength right there.
What if he did fall back?
On the opponent
They
for the
wouldn't have
1,
cut
2,
it out.
3. Jim, can the Steiners
They would have left
stand
it on
up
the
to
show.
Samoan SWAT.
We'll talk more about it in a moment, but right now, this from Paul E. Dangerously.
You don't need to watch America's
That's a
Most
sweet-ass
Wanted. You don't
jacket.
need to watch a current affair. Tomorrow night, TBS 605.
What does
the
Paul have
NWA
against the
main
current
event,
affair?
Paulie Dangerously on a Danger Zone. I'm going to let you know, really, the bottom line, beneath the bottom line, behind the headlines, what really, really happened to Lex Luger and Luger. Since
Why-
you won't put up that U.S.
why
title because you're injured,
would the current
you
affair be
got two
covering Lex
choices.
Luger?
When it comes to me, Mark
Yeah, it does say
Wallace,
Paul
you
E.
can
Dangerously.
hand the title over.
I have a feeling modern day Paul Heyman loves Bill O'Reilly. Slapped to the future. Great handle. Thank you for the follow. What is Michael Keaton doing in WCW? Yes. Stephen J. Neptune said the Braves didn't do much better. They lost 6-2 to the Astros in the middle of their last place season.
Soon to be making his way towards
All
the
its hits
ring,
franchises not doing very
Origin
well.
Unknown,
Here we go. It's the Pearl.
Pearl.
That's the Pearl.
Bobby's making his way to the ring in some type of oriental jacket. This will be our first look ever at the
It's not
Pearl.
racist because
This
it's
will be most
clothing.
interesting. Let's go back up now to Gary Capetta.
He's wrestling
And
Joe
ladies and gentlemen, his
Kazana.
opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, weighing 230 pounds.
So,
Joe Kazana.
Capetta looks like a ventriloquist dummy that came to
Usually,
life.
ladies and gentlemen, we have the opportunity
All
to do a
right,
little
so the
background
Pearl
on these individuals, but this
is
man
you'll
was
you'll
not
notice here in a
available
second is
for any
imitating a certain
conversation
wrestler
whatsoever
that
with
has
the
left
media.
WCW
And
a
Bob, that's
few
some
months
sort of
earlier.
Oriental ceremony.
He must be an
Of course,
Oriental.
referring there to Diamond
Yeah,
Dallas
no doubt
Page.
now about
No,
that.
Interesting ring attire. White gloves.
yeah, interesting
Black and
ring
white,
attire, a full bodysuit from Dick's
mask.
Sporting Goods.
Kazana with a side headlock. We'll see what
Yeah,
kind
there's
of
a
moves
reason we cannot
this
see his
individual
skin
has.
at all.
As Kazana
As,
nails him
we'll
with
see
another
that he has
football
quite the
tackle.
tan.
Matt starting out very quickly here. And Kazana.
Yeah, what if Lex Luger walked up for this one too?
There. Man has
Break it, break it,
almost like
break
karate
it.
like boots on, martial arts type footwear.
Well, that's right, Jim. And
They're-
he used,
Jim Ross
several
is trying
karate
so
kicks already
hard
and a chop
to
the top.
say
Look at that. He got onto the ropes and came with that kick right into the
It's
face of
Muda
Kazana.
without being thing, it's Muda. That is Ranger Ross under the costume, by the way.
And handspring elbow in there.
They are legitimately trying to convince people that it's the Great Muda.
Leg grapevine. Kazana powers out. Kazana's been coming along quite well in recent weeks. In some
like a lot of wrestlers did yellowface. Very few of them had to wear a full bodysuit in order to do so.
Man, how do you prepare for someone that you've never seen before?
Well, that's right. But in the opening moments,
you can't see him now.
Good. He blocked a couple of moves. He came on pretty strong.
Yeah, Muda would actually come back, and they treated him with respect at Starrcade. But at this point, they were pissed at him.
Floats over. Lateral press, and Kazana kicks out. The guy has got he's a very agile individual. And
they don't, but they told him, hey, you can do the handspring elbow. You're Muda now. That's true, Stackler.
He's in pain now. Look at that pained expression on the face, Jim, as he pounds the mat.
No.
Power in that hand.
I wish somebody would win an MMA fight with a Nerf
really does,
hold.
Bob. A lot of power. And now right on top of
like,
Kazana, that's a choke.
Well, he's gone for a couple of pins, Jim. Each time he didn't hook the leg.
This is like the kid in the backyard fed that does the Great Muda gimmick.
And right now,
you know,
basically tossed the rule book out the window, so to speak, and really opening up on Joe Kazana. Snap mirror and takes him
Muda
over.
known for his very gentle snap mirrors.
Right into the throat. And the pearl.
He does look a bit like Excalibur. Like Excalibur should wear just a full body spandex suit next week.
Jim, as you say, the moves so far that we've
I can't get over wearing the elbow pads over the long sleeve shirt.
That's right.
From what we can tell, he certainly looks to be in great shape. Bob, I'm gonna.
We can't tell.
Nature boy Buddy Landell.
How do you know that? He's
challenged for tomorrow night's main
he's
event.
Amish.
2 big hours tomorrow night, but Landell has challenged Tommy.
Oh, I think we see a combat
Wildfire,
kick here in a second.
That match will take place tomorrow night, but we'll talk to Buddy in a few moments.
That's right.
Oh, we got another Budro promo coming up.
2 more hours, great hours of wrestling on TBS.
Joe Kazana's like, I'm gonna get offense. Shit, I can't because it's supposed to be squashed. All right, SummerSlam 90 is about to happen. Could you imagine if they sent out like, I don't know, Dusty Wolf as the sergeant, just in a full bodysuit pretending to be Sergeant Slaughter?
To step out of the ring. It's not made the fans here too happy. Stepped away from the
Tojo Yamamoto. If he was like 3 feet shorter, yes.
To gain. He's a very menacing-looking individual, that masked Bob.
Well, and he appears to be very.
He's menacing looking.
The moves that we've seen him go after, he's been extremely quick, and as we said, very agile and athletic individual.
Go, Buddy, go! Wait, does that guy think that's Buddy Landell under the mask?
The side of the head, I should say.
Buddy Landell doing Muda would be way funnier.
The man quite obviously is well.
He did a Khalid shot.
I was going to say he's used a lot of martial arts moves. Let me remind all you fans in Cleveland that NWA.
I cannot believe they saw him dressed like that in the locker room, and we're like, yeah, we'll put you on national television.
On Friday, August 9th, or Thursday, August 9th, and then on Friday,
oh my God!
Cleveland
Okay, got
Convention
him.
Center in Johnson City Freedom Hall, and next weekend,
He's just gonna hold him there
11th, Detroit,
until he passes out.
Got him up right here, Bob.
That'd be a good finish. Oh!
Suplex there.
He gets up,
pile driver rather. Very unorthodox move.
kicks his hood back.
A very unique.
A little baby AJ Styles in the crowd in Gainesville. Like, huh, that's cool.
Right hands. Sends a pearl to the near side. Good drop kick by Kazana.
And he's making his debut, and the enhancement guy's kicking his ass.
And the pearl again sent for the ride. Oh, rolls away there. Oh,
That's why they had him do Muda, because he could do that.
Nailed Joe Kazana.
It was a good athletic move on the part of Kazana to leap over him, but a great move by the pearl.
Did he just do the Catholic cross? Oh, that moonsault sucked. That's a Phil Brooks special right there. Also, I gotta say, you can tell it's definitely not Muda because got a lot more ass than Muda.
All right, Jim and fans,
the glowing
the
warlock.
pearl as he's going to get up on the top rope.
Yeah, he's like, I hope I don't die.
Look at that tremendous athletic move, and he hit it right on.
He almost broke at least 3 of his limbs
1, 2,
landing
3,
on that.
the winner, the pearl, and Jim Ross, as we USA standing by to talk to Buddy Landell about tomorrow night's match. Let's go to Jim now.
Hell yeah.
Thanks very much, Bob Cottle. Ladies and gentlemen, Nature Boy Buddy Landell, a little early in the program, went to the ring to challenge Tommy Rich, quite obviously, for tomorrow's main event here on TBS. A little rude awakening for you, buddy.
Well, you know, Jim,
No, that's the guy on the other
when
show.
I beat Tommy Rich right in the middle of the ring.
I don't remember that.
What?
You beat him in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, don't you remember when I beat him right in the middle of the ring with the small package?
Okay, well, go ahead.
Well, see, to me and Tommy Rich go back a long way. Used to be tag team partners. I had to cut him loose then because he was the weak link in the chain. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Buddy Landell's so good at lying in a promo with conviction.
Me, the nice guy that I am. Walking out, beating him a couple of weeks ago, right in the middle, 1, 2, 3.
You remember our TV shows?
And he wants to sucker punch a guy like me.
So you're ready to wrestle him tomorrow night on TBS in the main event?
Yeah, Tommy was definitely the wet link.
Tomorrow's Easter, go home tonight and paint your eggs. I'll give him a match anytime he wants it.
And we'll talk to Tommy Rich
it's
about
August.
that challenge a little bit later, and we'll be right back.
He just said it was Easter so he could end his promo with, "Go home and paint your eggs." Which is also not a thing that makes sense.
Championship Wrestling. A lot of feuds right now in the World Championship Wrestling. One of them
I love
involves
him,
the Steiners
but
and the
he is
Samoan
the
SWAT
best.
team. Last week, Bob, it was one-on-one for a while between Scott Steiner and Fatu.
Well, I didn't stay that way very long, Jim.
Very
Of course, here
sassy
came the
little
Savage.
Scott
He came
Steiner
to
and
interfere,
Fatu.
Then came Rick Steiner. The ring began to quickly fill up, and we had a brawl going.
What a battle it's
Yeah,
going to
Buddy
be
probably
when the
did think it
SST
was
meets the
Easter.
Steiner brothers. We'll see the Steiners in action in a few moments. But let's go back in time and show you what happened last week.
Stop making me time travel, Jim Ross.
Seen some stars in the last few moments himself. Thanks to Fatu. Finally raises up. That won't affect the big Samoan, but that will affect Scott Steiner. His head is so hard, and that clothesline found a home, and Steiner.
Why does his head have a
after
boner?
long 2 count.
Well, we had said that they're both power wrestlers, and they certainly are that. And you saw Fatu with that tremendous.
Yeah, this looks like if the
clothesline and what power he
WWF
had
ring
behind
set
that.
out in the rain
But
all
again,
night.
Jim, they're both so big and they're so strong, they can take a tremendous amount of punishment and keep coming back.
Fans, don't forget that we have 2 big hours here tomorrow night on TBS. Beginning at 6:05, the NWA main event. Yours truly with Missy Hyatt, and then we'll have the Power Hour at 7:05.
There we go. Hell yeah. I love when Scott Steiner throws around a big Samoan boy.
And could he be setting this big guy up with a Frankensteiner? There he goes up. He got him.
Oh, that was a good one. A smooth one. What the fuck? It's a shovel. Why not? We need to do some research, find out who the first Samoan was who could no-sell headbutts. Oh, he's choking him from the back again. This is kind of an insane visual. It just looks like one of those chiropractors that does like the neck thing where they wrap the thing around your neck and pull. Mike Atkins is like rubbing on Scott Steiner here. I think Rick just dumb, trying to figure out how to pay for his car.
Wrestling fans, the following tag team contest
Oh,
is set
shit.
for one fall. Introducing first from Detroit, Michigan.
Rick and Scott Steiner walk into the ring. Rick Steiner's confused as always.
Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, the Steiner
That is Death Row in the ring. This is an infamous match. Because,
Ladies and gentlemen, their
spoiler
opponents,
alert,
total combined weight,
Death Row's not going to
604
cooperate.
pounds. First from the state prison, Death Row.
From the
Cheyenne,
state
Wyoming,
prison, as if it's his hometown, as if he was born in the prison and chose to stay there. What is happening with Rick Steiner?
Here was their reply.
You know, everybody asks, my brother, everybody asks us, how you gonna wrestle the SST? Who cares about the SST? Every time we go on the match, it don't matter who they are, what they are, where they
I think
dressed.
Rick Steiner talks like when I have to like do a hiccup on here, and I like trying to do one of those numbers. No, it's multiple wrestlers that Death Row didn't cooperate with. And they kept bringing them back.
But this is a big team, Bob. Death Row,
they
Mike
kept
Thor,
bringing them back.
Both men over 300 pounds, especially that big Death Row. So as size comparison,
Death Row we've seen before, of course, a student of Boris Malenko, much like Sean Waltman and Dean Malenko.
With the SST, will the Steiner's power moves work? We'll find out in a moment.
Yeah, you're right, and I don't know because look at here.
I always love a big fat guy who does the flex. Gives me hope.
Scott Steiner that he knew how to use it when he picked him up and slammed him to the mat. And Jim, that was a power.
Yeah, that
slam.
Mike Rotunda match is
He
sick.
didn't just gently put him to the mat.
Because it's like not an exciting match, but you can tell Mike Rotunda was hurting the fuck out of him.
Scott Steiner, slamming him and dropping the elbow on him. This guy's got to be in the 350.
Yeah, Death Row thought he should have been world champion because he was big.
Face lock, Scott Steiner blocks the suplex. Will he be able to get
Oh my!
Oh my goodness! Oh, he got it down. Up and down in Death Row. Perhaps has never been suplexed in his life. If he has, not like the Steiner suplex. Ooh, that's
Ooh, nasty. If you couldn't tell, he didn't jump for that suplex. He didn't want to go up.
Fantastic bodies, great athletes. They really know how to wrestle and how to move around the ring. Jim, SSC,
Scott doesn't want to fuck with this guy. Let's get Mike Thor in there.
What a collision that's going to be. You can hear it, and you're going to
Hair
see the smoke
pods.
from miles.
Great rivalry developing between the Steiners
With the
and
Berserker
SST.
War,
Also
hair
fans
pods.
between the Southern Boys and the Freebirds, and we'll have the second match of a best-of-3 series involving the Southern
Yeah, Mike
Tag
Thor
Team
knows
Championship.
how to like take
And
bumps,
the
so
Freebirds
that's
claim they
good.
won over the Southern Boys. Nobody was there that saw it.
Yeah, Mike Thor's like, what the hell, dude? Why'd you piss them off and then tag me in?
Of that series right here next week on World Championship Wrestling, the Southern Boys. And
Yeah, I
the
think that's what
Freebirds
Death Row
here
didn't
next Saturday
expect
on
because he's
TBS.
so fucking big.
And I tell you, Jim, the
Is
winner
like,
of that 2 out
oh,
of 3,
I'll deadweight them and they won't be able to do anything. And Scott Steiner's like, actually, I'm the strongest man
The
alive.
winner, I think, is going to go that trophy.
Best-of-3 series match number.
That's just a dick move there by
Place
Rick.
next Saturday night here on World Championship Wrestling. And Ricky Steiner holding Big Mike Thor. In the corner.
Death Row seems very confused by the idea of a tag rope.
Scott Steiner stalking Mike Thor is a good way to put it. Collar and elbow tie. Big Mike Thor presses Scott Steiner against the ropes. Nails him with a knee to the midsection with a big right
Dog-faced
hand there.
asshole.
And now scoops him up.
Maybe his
Big
asshole
power
did look
move,
like a
but this
dog's
team of
face.
Death Row and Thor, both 300-pounders, going for a big splash, and he nailed him with it.
I don't
Scott
think
Steiner's gotta reach down here, and he
I don't
powered
think
out.
they're both 300 pounds. I think Mike Thor's big, but he's just heavy around the midsection.
Power slam, but not for long, Bob. Not for long. Drops a heavy elbow. The second one on Mike Thor. Big brother wants to come in and play.
Yeah, he wants to in. Man, is he anxious. He's got an ear-to-ear grin. He really wants to go at it.
Oh gosh, he's getting too excited. Oh. Yeah, they're not going to trust Death Row to take the finish. I don't think he takes the finish. There we go. There's shit's going to go down here. It's going to get real stupid.
Stand there and grin at him again, Jim.
Why does he keep doing that?
Former All-American at Michigan.
It's like Rick knows he's going to do something stupid. Oh my god. I forgot he tried this. He's not jumping. Look, he's scared to death. He's scared to death to go up. Random fucking doomsday device. They were just pissed off at him. And they're like, we're going to do this move that we never do just to fuck with you. Also, Mike Thor was not the legal man. They were just pissed off at Death Row because he was being a dick. So Rick Steiner, like, deadlift electric chaired him.
Right off of that top rope. The big man went down. There was no way he was going to get up. Then the Frankenstein.
Yeah, he would have totally tried to kick out. He would have totally tried to kick out if they tried to pin him.
This team is ready. They're prepared. They're ready to go.
There's the Frankensteiner.
Mike Thor took a really good Frankensteiner. He did a lot of squashes against the Steiners through the years.
We'll find out.
No, we won't, because he wrestled already. They fucking aired the segments out of order. WCW, baby. God, if Death Row took the Frankensteiner, I think everyone would have broken their necks.
Introducing team number 1, making their way toward the ring and
they don't get any music, I don't think. No, they do get Rick's music. It's just really low. There we go. Arn Anderson, Ric Flair.
The enforcer, Arn.
Do you think they should have sent that cop out with Death Row as his manager?
His tag team partner from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 242 pounds, 6-time former world.
I think Ric Flair got that robe at the same place Tommy Rich got his jacket. All them, as the grandpa guy in the airport, and Home Alone said, all them dangly earrings. No, this is a squash match.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, total combined weight, 445 pounds.
Mark White, who's
Scotty Williams.
more like Mark White Power, am I right? Scotty Williams survived Sid.
Fans, before this one gets underway, we're going to be joined by Paulie Dangerson in a few moments.
They are tiny little boys.
Nature Boy, Ric Flair, and Arn Anderson.
Those are some small-ass wrestlers. Arn, like, towers over both of them.
What's Luger going to do about it, huh? Think Luger's going to jump on Arn Anderson and Ric Flair? You think he's going to walk in that ring against us? Luger, you're a punk. You're on your way out.
Luger, you're a punk.
Again,
and you're a bitch.
You're through. Look at it like that. Woo!
Whoa.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, they're saying it doesn't affect them whatsoever. And we're going to be joined here, fans.
Yeah, I guarantee you Luger's going to walk out.
Paul E. Dangerously.
And if he doesn't, it's just proof that he's just getting lost.
Paul E. is here.
Horseman Vice.
Welcome, Paul, to the broadcast. We know you'll be on the Danger Zone this Sunday night.
Of course I'll be on it. It's about time you got me a mic out here. What do you think? I'm just wasting my time coming out here?
No, I figure you probably have something to say, so why don't you spit it out?
Well, if you want me to spit it out, let's make it perfectly clear.
That's a rough-ass chop.
More than a pumped-up football player who tripped over his own feet in a parking lot.
Flair's like, I don't trust you to work spots with me. You will hurt me.
Now, he hasn't claimed anything. No. He hasn't said a word, so that's a lie. You've already lied once. So keep going.
He hasn't said a word because Lex Luger fell down so hard that he probably knocked all his teeth down his throat, and he can't speak. He's a babbling.
Yeah, that would have been great if they only filmed Lex walking up the one time and then told him, hey, you can go home. And just every time the heels are like, go away, Lex, and it's just an empty, it's just a black curtain.
I grew up admiring Johnny Valentine. You would, yeah. Wahoo McDaniel. People like a very young Ric Flair. I admired people like that, like Blackjack Morgan. I admired the great United States.
Paul, you fucking grew up in New York.
Falls very short of that.
Your ass wasn't watching any of those
I
guys.
could take him to court. I could get my lawyers on it, and you very well know that I could do that, Jim Ross, and you too, Cottle.
Yeah, you could, but why don't you just sign a match and maybe go man to man? That might be a good way to
exactly what I'm talking about. Lex Luger, if you're listening
Yep,
to this
absolutely.
broadcast,
That would have happened
I'll
from
tell
the
you
group.
this. You can answer this challenge on behalf of Mean Mark Callis. You can give
Where are
him
you
a title
at,
shot at the U.S. Heavyweight Championship, a rematch from the Baltimore Bash, if you will.
Spinebuster?
I'll take you to court, and I'll
Nope, just a really good backdrop.
Arn Anderson just elevated the man up in the lights.
This dude looks both like a little boy and an old lady.
In a more deadly state than they are right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. These guys were just like the guys in the other match. They went back home with this tape, showed everybody. They took stills from the film on the VHS tape and sold them as 8x10s.
Callis are circling in on Lex Luger. Yeah, the vultures are really coming down on the total package. But it's about time
Be a hero.
Flair now. Oh, right face first. Big chop. Puts a man on his back. And Nature Boy Ric Flair, who is obsessed in winning the world.
Looks like a little boy Kurt Hennig. Like 11-year-old Mr. Perfect.
Man, what a rematch that will be when those two finally step back into
Seriously, dude, that cameraman has a giant dick.
What a battle it's going to be as Flair works on
And you can see it in those shorts, man.
don't hear you two guys singing the praises of Ric Flair like you did last year anymore. I don't hear you telling everybody how he survived
And Patera really shrunk.
how he survived car crashes, how he's bled for this sport. How come you don't sing the praises of Ric Flair anymore, huh?
The enhancement guy in the black is Mark Williams, I believe.
That covers a lot of ground, Paul.
Yeah.
You only hear what you want to hear.
No, all I hear is you people sitting here telling me that Ric
Looking
Flair
like that
and
guy
the
that sang the
Horsemen
that
are
song.
sticking
We
up
have
to jump
joy,
like
we
a
have fun, we have seasons in the sea. If I had to pick Arn or Bobby, Bobby would take more bumps for me, so I'd pick Bobby. Whereas Arn would do that. Aloha Arn, shout out OSW. I love that when the guy does the sunset flip and tags out while he's doing it and holds the guy so he can get hit in the back of the head. Terry Jacks, thank you, Fred McGriff.
Yankee fan. He's not even a Yankee fan. And there's very few fans right now of the Horseman as Flair just nails the man with those big chops, catches him with the elbow. The Horseman, I think we can all agree on one thing, the three of us here, that they have never been more deadly and dangerous.
That guy tried to throw a strike at Ric Flair and then realized, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I'll have to check. We might have watched it years ago. If not, we probably will. Probably watch that. I know I did a short on it a while ago.
Now within that stable, you got Big Barry Windham, and then of course the enforcer there is Arn Anderson and the former world champion. What more could you ask than four like that?
Quite a quartet, I'll tell you. They are awesome.
All right, let me get this straight one more time.
These guys probably went back home and started wrestling as a tag team called the Dudes with Attitudes.
You're including Jack Briscoe. You're including Harley Race. He's the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. Oh, but he's a common thug. He'll beat up a guy in a parking lot, right?
The evidence certainly points to that direction, yes.
Yeah. Evidence.
Evidence.
Arn Anderson, that neck by.
Can you tell that his father is an attorney?
Certainly dominant. Paulie dangerously on the NWA.
Boring ass move, but that would hurt like hell in real life.
Investigate further the Luger incident. I understand you got a couple of guests that are going to talk
The
about this.
attitude.
Yeah, well, Maury Povich decided not to come on the show because I had two better guests. Well, I have the guy that discovered Lex Luger after he tripped over his own shoelaces, Tommy Rich, and I have the Junkyard Dog, one of the dudes with attitudes, and I have the bottom line on the story on Lex Luger. Are you
Hey Luger, why aren't you out here? Is our match too boring for you? There he is. He's coming. Was he waiting for his cue?
Yeah, let's see if he talks. Let's see if this guy can open up his mouth.
Why would he start talking? They're wrestling right now. There we go, spine buster. Worst possible camera angle for it, but a spine buster nonetheless. At least Arn and Flair have the goal to end their match when he comes out. Sid and Barry just kept going and going and going and going and going. Ric Flair doesn't even get announced.
Come here, Luger! Get in here, boy! Come on, Luger! Come on, Luger! See, Ric Flair wants to stay in court. Come on! Jump on this! Come on!
Jump on this!
Come on! Come on! Come on, baby!
Lex Zuber. Oh my god, that's probably what's gonna happen. I'm gonna wake up at like 3 a.m., have to take my CPAP off to go to the bathroom, and Lex Zuber will be there.
Get in there, Luger! Right now! Come on! Get in there!
Shooting into the lights.
I'll tell you right now, he turned his back like he's scared.
Get in there!
The Horsemen have been the hunters, but now they may be the hunted.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I'll take care of Lex Luger for the Horsemen, because me, Mark Callis, 6'9", 325, is your next U.S.
Ric Flair was
heavyweight
40 years old here, looked amazing.
Fans will be back with more on World Championship Wrestling. But first, listen to this.
The heck with Luger.
What if I don't want to listen to this?
Hey, Jimmy, I know a way to make you famous.
How's that, Missy?
By letting your Power Hour follow my main event on Sunday nights.
Well, wait a minute. I've got an idea how to
Wait,
make you even more famous.
they're booking
How's
it?
that, Jimmy?
Well, dump that Jim Ross, make me your co-host, and you'll be known as the Deborah Norville of professional wrestling.
Does that mean
God,
I'd have to put up
Jim
with that weird
was
little
not
guy?
going
No,
outside
don't worry about it. The
in
main
this
event
area.
and the Power Hour
Holy
right here on
shit, he's
TBS. You'll
pale.
see Missy Hyde on the main event, the Louisville Slugger on the Power Hour. Yeah, Jim Ross too on both shows, but the best in wrestling action right here on TBS.
Whereas
Don't
Missy
worry
looks like she's practically wearing blackface compared to Jim. Everyone's shitting on Inside Edition tonight.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, on World Championship.
Hey, it's Tommy Rich.
I know the answer to this. Will you wrestle Buddy Landell tomorrow in the
And his
NWA main event?
booby flaps.
Somebody say something about the wildfire be fired up, and I'm back
Somebody says, that's not even a sentence. Why sure.
will accept this challenge.
All right, Tommy Rich.
Hell of a promo, Tommy. Hey, Tommy, you have 7 seconds to cut your promo at the end of the show. I could do it. Is he just afraid of Is he Amish? Does he believe that if the camera photographs his face, his soul will leave his body?
And how bad they are. But you see, I believe they stuck their hand to
Yeah, there was nothing said about being fired up.
Because let me tell you something, brother. Them guys are as crazy as a horse with no neck. They don't care, brother.
No
and
neck?
Tell you, the Standard boys are not going to let it lay.
Nick Patrick doesn't have a horse.
But now Doom. We come to Doom. They are right now the #1 team in the world.
Do?
Because they have
Not
the
Doom.
gold belt
Do.
around their waist to prove it. But all we want.
Robert
is
tried to
one
talk, and
sweet
Ricky's
good
like,
shot
nope,
at 'em.
we're not
We want
doing
Doom,
that.
baby. No outside interference. No out with Teddy Long. We just want Doom for that World Tag Team titles. Like Robert says, we're the underdogs. We have been underdogs.
Yeah. like Robert says, he goes, yeah.
It's been a long, hard
I said
road for
that.
Rock and Roll Express, but we're not going to stop till we're at the top of that mountain. And Teddy Long.
What a random ass set of promos to end this off.
5 times NWA World Tag Team Champions.
Thanks very much, guys. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to join us tomorrow night. 2 big hours.
If you have a sweet mullet, please come to the interview booth.
Jim Ross. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6:05 on the main event.
All right. So that's the end, but please stay around for the next minute or so. So next Tuesday is my actual birthday, August the 11th, my 39th birthday. As I throw this into the trash can and I miss. Anyway, we're going to celebrate together. I don't normally celebrate my birthday. But to celebrate my birthday, we're taking a week off from WCW Deep Cuts Live. Because we're going back to Dallas.
Have you ever seen a prettier body, a prettier face than Eric Fontaine, honey? Hot body, get up here. There ain't a finer looking man in America, honey. And Christopher Love has them all the way to the championships.
All right. I think that's a good way to celebrate my birthday next Tuesday with some Global, with Christopher Honeylove, with Randy Rhodes, and with Erotic Eric Fontaine, the PYTs. We'll be back next Tuesday. We'll be back Sunday. We'll be back Thursday. Shit. Whole bunch of streams coming up. Thursday, 7:30. I'm playing 5-Star Booker live before the Pro Wrestling Potluck. Sunday at 8. Not off the grid. We are watching a bunch of fucking murderers in Portland, Championship Wrestling USA. And next Tuesday, 9 p.m., WCW's got the week off. We are watching the Global Wrestling Federation. So we're going to have fun over the next week, celebrating my 39th birthday, even though I don't want it to be. Before I go, I think this is a great week to say this. Life sucks outside of here. It's awful. I hate facing it on a daily basis. I think we can make it through the next 7 days. I think we've got a lot of good stuff to look forward to the next 7 days. So I'm going to try my hardest. I hope you do too. And I hope you're able to make all the streams coming up over the next 7 days. Or even just one of them. All right, heck, I hope you just get to Tuesday in general. Because you're good and I'm proud of you. So again, my name's Tom. Right there. This has been WCW Deep Cuts Live. It is 11:07 p.m. on the East Coast if you're watching live. Go to bed.